It's assault!
Oh, hey, Bobby. Titty boy wasn't done, man.
Before you get in there.
Appreciate that, bro. Give me that huge 50 bomb.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That sealed the deal right there.
Bets on them trying to remove me from the courtroom.
Thank you.
What's up, guys?
I'm not gonna take that bet. They're definitely gonna do that.
I mean, you know. Hey, kid.
Yeah,
okay.
what's going on, baby?
I just want to know if you had a preference. I know some-
Okay, you're my MVP today.
What's that?
Most valuable person.
What I gotta do?
Tons of times.
Just be you.
Okay.
We'll just sit here.
Okay. I could do that. Oh, was that another 50 bomb? Am I tripping? Oh no, okay.
So, like, have I ever made him angry? Probably once or twice, but honestly, it's not too often.
Hey, which one's the prosecutor's side? Is this one the prosecution? Oh yeah, I knew that totally.
Aw, me and Vinny are twinning today.
Come on, man, relax. You look nervous, bro.
My God, we're gonna win this, boys.
Oh
You
yeah.
hear that, Axel? Not guilty,
Come
bitch.
on, man,
Oh my
relax.
God.
Come
watch
on,
your
you're
language?
tense.
Shut up, Bones. Surprised you're not in a challenger right now.
Hello.
Hey, Ursula, who's this guy?
Whoa,
Who's
whoa,
that
whoa.
New, fucking third
okay.
commission,
What?
huh?
Oh, you're the commissioner.
Who's that over there?
What's up,
Yeah.
douchebag? How you
Where?
doing?
Here, bro.
You trying to
Call me down. I'm not gonna talk to you.
you
This
gonna
guy?
try to fucking put my boy
Bobby
to
Charles.
death, huh?
I know.
We're gonna get
I
started
don't
here
know.
in just a moment.
I'm gonna sit right behind you and observe.
Yo, make sure you guys put your bets in on the sports book for this,
Alright.
please.
What's up, Slime?
Yo, what up, Miguel?
Hey, yo. I don't know. I don't see you.
Boys, make sure.
Everyone
Take
good,
out your
buddy?
phones. Make sure you silence them. PD,
Yeah,
you know, do the thing with your dispatch.
He's gonna die.
Oh,
And
I
me and
gotta
Carmine are gonna be the ones who
EMS
execute it.
can't. I'm sorry.
I
We'll see
understand.
about that.
I'll try to be quiet with it.
I understand. Ramee.
Can you plug the sports book bet?
I'm here.
Sure. The DOJ does not endorse this, but there are apparently bets on this case as to whether they're found guilty or not guilty.
Guys, get your bets in. Get your bets in before it's too late.
Oh,
Get the
shit.
bets in now. Hurry up, guys.
Sorry.
You can bet for Ramee's life,
Hey, what's up,
whether
Bones?
he dies or not.
Hello.
God damn it! Someone took
Hey, how
my
you doing?
goddamn sign again.
I'm doing great. Just had a snack.
All right.
Prosecution, do we
Bones.
have everybody here that we
Are
need?
you a trial here?
We're missing one witness currently, Your Honor, but they should be in route.
Carmine said to get on your
Defense, do you
phone
have
and
everybody here
answer.
that you need?
Call him.
No.
Oh yeah.
Tell him to call
We're
me
good.
this
What's up,
Alright.
Zook?
Listen, I don't say this often.
No delays. We're just gonna get right into it.
I'm making a bet. I'm betting. I'm betting.
What's he doing? Are you calling from an unknown number? Oh,
Why the
okay,
fuck are you
that's fine.
calling me directly, you
Yeah, you
psychopath? What's wrong with you?
Well, you didn't
You
answer,
people
so
are
we're good.
crazy. You know, Vinny almost blew it all. He said he's gonna cut Bobby into little pieces if I didn't tell him what was going on. I was dead set on letting your boy hang.
Excuse me?
Vinny Pistone, you need to get that motherfucker on a leash.
So you
He's
don't
crazy.
want the car?
I want the car as much as you want your friend. Not dead.
for me.
Get away from me,
Please.
Zacchaeus.
Now, are you a capt? Are you under arrest? Can you leave the courthouse if you wanted to?
Yes, I could.
I need you to leave the courthouse, and I need you to bring the car to the courthouse where I can see
I
it.
can't bring you the car right now.
I need you to bring the car to the
Listen,
courthouse.
This is very complicated. Oh,
What?
actually, it's right here.
Oh, it is? And tell Pablo to mind his fucking business and stop telling me. If you make me nervous, I'm just gonna... I'm a fold, man. I'm a fold to the status quo, you know. Fuck it.
Fold.
If that's what you want me... You tell your boys to lay off, all right?
Wait, what happened? They pressing you?
They're still pressing me. They've been following me everywhere like we didn't make a deal. Well, listen, I'm gonna be there. I better see the car outside the courthouse.
All right.
All right.
You want me to give you keys so you can drive around during the case?
No. We're not making contact. I'm not coming anywhere near you so you can snatch me up and make me disappear for the jury. I'm not an idiot. I've been through the rodeo, the ringer with you too many times to fall for the same gag twice, loser.
Carmine,
My carpet. No,
we
no,
could have
no.
grabbed you if we wanted.
Stop slithering. You slithery, slimy son of a bitch. Bring the court to the courthouse. I'm not asking for too
It's
much.
here,
I just want to
it's out
see
front.
it. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll
Let's
be
just
there
play
soon.
VCB.
Can you take a picture? Post it on Twitter.
Where do you want it? I'll park it wherever you want it.
Take a picture. Post it on Twitter. I'll be down there soon. See you soon, buddy.
All right, I gotta get inside.
All right. See you soon.
Owner can't see it. They're in the courthouse. If I text it to him, then what do you mean it's gonna incriminate me? Why should I do this? Oh, why'd you tweet that picture? Oh, because I like Lamborghinis.
Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
Yeah, I have a pre-trial motion. Give me just a moment to get the exhibit letter here.
Present himself. What do you think?
Given that we're now in session, the evidence should be unsealed at this point.
Hey, watch it where you're moving me.
Is it unsealed, Your Honor?
Now that we're in trial,
Is it on the government website or where is it?
there's going to be references to it. Your counselor can pass it to you.
All right, defense motions to strike and remove the People's AF, the recorded interview of Mr. L. Rahman, the defendant, as he was not Mirandized during that interview.
It's Lubu named the 3 months.
Firstly, Your Honor,
Beta Beast tracks.
that they've had access to this
Body Bleach named the subs. Lemon
review
Haze named the
for
sub.
quite some time now. This motion to
That's not even my
suppress
car,
such
chat.
evidence could have happened before. Second,
marries.
it is my understanding, and I believe the director here can confirm, that was a voluntary interview, and Mr. L. Rahman was not being arrested at the time. He's also
placed a bag on my head, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
May I finish?
Hold on, pause. Ramee, we're going to allow each side to finish. We're going to keep decorum here, sir. You'll be able to rebut in just a moment, but we're going to allow the counselor to finish her statement.
Of course, Your Honor. So sorry for the disrespect that
Thank you.
Bundy's been displaying.
Your Honor, further, Mr. L. Rahman
can't
is
see.
a convicted felon. He has been arrested many times, and I believe the Supreme Court
It's blocking the
ruling
view.
from June this year has made Mirandized rules a little bit different with that sort of thing. I'm not going to go too far into detail, though, but you're well aware.
Yeah,
of the,
you're a
Oh,
felon, you don't have
Your
rights.
Your Honor,
Final
just
rebuttal
before
from
we
the-
get
from
to
the
the heart,
defense.
before we get to the heart of the matter, I just want a clarification, just a point of order on
You do that
if
again,
there's
I'm
a
gonna have
time
to
limit
arrest you for
involved in presenting motions. Because it sounds like there is, but I want to hear from you, the judge. Is there a time limit that I need to meet to make a motion? Seems like you're asking for them now.
Nope. I'm asking
Oh,
for the pretrial motions
perfect.
at this time.
Excellent. That's what I thought. Rebuttal to that is, we sustain our motion to dismiss that as my client was not read his rights properly and thought he was just having a casual chit chat.
Miranda was read and recorded.
Okay. Here's what I'll do.
Your Honor, also,
guy
I just want to point out the
reeks.
fact.
Mm.
Just because I'm a felon
you?
or convicted felon doesn't mean that I don't have my rights to be Mirandized. Your Honor, I was placed with a black bag over my head and
Guys, I'm
taken
trying to
to
pay
an underground facility and interrogated. This was no by any means voluntary. All right.
Objection,
Guy
that's
in
not an
diapers or some
evidence.
shit.
USB
Old
cell?
fucking guy.
Objection. Maybe you should Mirandized me
Guy's
before
a
you put in your shit.
fossil.
No,
Hold
I don't
on,
want
hold
to.
on, stop.
Your Honor, can we ask
I'm still gonna do that
either
video.
side
We have to save it.
addresses the judge, not each other.
Yeah, Ramee.
Speak for
you're gonna
yourself, then, you're-
Ramee, speak to me, not to the other side.
That's fucking.
Your Honor, you should tell that to her because she's the one who started it. Thank you so much. Sorry to
Did
disrespect once
speak
again
to me
about
in the
Bundy.
objection, sir. That said, Here's what I'll do.
This is gonna be an
Counselor
aggressive
Braun, I
case.
have noted and
Look out,
highlighted
the
your
French,
objection to
let
this
go.
evidence. I haven't reviewed it
What?
prior to this. I like to go into this case as unbiased and uninfluenced as much as possible. When I go back to deliberate, I will highlight that piece of evidence.
He's
determine
an old
whether it's
man.
admissible
He needs
based on the
diapers.
absence of the
Boss,
Miranda
this-
rights.
this
I will
smell
listen to it
doesn't kill
myself
you.
and make
What
a
the fuck is
determination
wrong
at
with
that
you?
time.
I
Your
smelled
objection
worse.
is
I
not
lived on a
overruled.
farm.
I will consider it as I deliberate, sir.
Your Honor, I actually do have one more thing to add. Considering I'm going to get absolutely yelled at for bringing up other state sort of precedent, I am going to bring up a precedent that has occurred in this state.
Precedent.
During the People versus Kenneth Jesperson and more recently the People versus Honey Esme Quick and Betty Jacks, it was
Holy
brought up
fuck.
the idea of Mirandizing individuals on recording.
Those are serial
And it was at
killers.
that time the judge
One of
decided they
them's
did
my
not want to make
boyfriend.
that precedent as it puts undue burden on the prosecution. So I'm going to keep that. What? Yep, perfect.
Now, Your Honor, can I rebuttal that really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure,
Go
I'll
ahead.
hear
Go
it.
ahead.
Your Honor, then if that's the case, then why did they Mirandize the two other interrogations except the one I did?
I'm gonna go to the
There should
lawyer
be, if there's a
combos.
precedent, it should be a formality of Mirandizing everybody's interrogation, not mine, not just theirs. Sorry.
Your remarks are noted for the record, Mr. O'Rahman. Again, as I stated to your counselor, I will go ahead and review the tape itself,
Bro, I
its
wanna kill
content,
her.
and its admissibility when I look at it.
Annoying.
Bro, why am I stuck
It'll be
here?
okay, guys.
Oh my god.
God.
thanks, Kate.
I got
Are
you
there any
guys.
further objections from or
Please don't
pre-trial
let me go
motions
back.
from either side?
It's going to be great.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your
Bundy
Honor,
has one.
Yeah.
Sure.
The people would motion to recuse Miss Garcia from that side.
This
of
is gonna
the
be an
table,
aggressive
There it
case. I can
is.
feel
Knew
it.
it.
She is
There it
a
I
is.
knew it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Not
No, no,
a
no.
We knew this
I'm
from
just
the
taking
lawyer,
notes.
and although she was previously a judge, she does not actually hold a bar certification. She is a known violent felon, and pursuant to the orders of Chief Justice Crane,
Just Rose,
let
don't
me
even
take a
argue it.
look
Just
here.
do it.
Legal aids are mainly intended for paralegals who have some experience, but anyone can try it. PD has final say on who they let down into the cells, blah, blah, blah. And they are intended for when no lawyer is available. Ramee's been afforded counsel, both in the fact that he's representing himself and he's got Murphy. So,
Your Honor, if I may rebut briefly to this,
Sure.
you know, not necessarily that I disagree or anything with what they're saying, but it's pretty foul of them to try to remove Rosa when there's like 4 of them plus other cops over there, and it's just little old me, just little old Murphy Braun over here, you know. Little backup wouldn't be so bad for me.
I'm
you
just
know? But
taking
if you
notes.
must, if
Fair
you
and
must,
just.
I'm not gonna fight.
What I do. Here's what I'll do with that. With regards to any arguments or anything presented before this court, Counselor Braun, I will rely on you to do so for your clients. I'm not expecting to see Miss Garcia up here asking any questions. Or,
Damn, they got a whole team of lawyers.
You know,
Oh.
making
That's
her
Sanders,
mark.
Samantha Sanders. Oh god.
I'll allow her to be present, but these are your clients at the end of the day. You are counsel, sir.
Indeed.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Sorry.
Dabba
I
dabba
had to
doo.
disrespect
Name of
on
the
behalf
4
of
months.
Bundy.
Big boy name this up. Josh name the prime.
Any additional pretrial motions at this time?
That is all from us, Your Honor.
Prosecution?
Is that fucking Bones' brother, bro?
Fantastic. I will go ahead and begin with the statement of charges
pissed.
then
Sounds
at
like
this
she's
time.
grinding her teeth.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
pissed.
On July 12th, 2023,
Samantha
an
Sanders?
individual identified as Ramee L. Rahman
In the
and a
back.
secondary individual were spotted leaving
Yeah,
the
yeah, it
room
is.
in Sonora Desert Sheriff's Office and entering a sports vehicle and fleeing the area. Seconds later, an explosive device with a short timer was located in the area as Mr. Kevin accused Carmine Costello of having placed the explosive. That explosive detonated, causing severe structural damage to the SDSO and nearly killing Carmine Costello. Approximately half an hour after the SDSO bombing, and 911 stated, quote, "If you don't release Carmine from custody, we are going to bomb again." Shortly after this, a bomb was planted on the roof of Mission Row Police Department. Senior Officer Aaron Bison attempted to defuse this bomb, but was instructed to wait by Sam Bass, who brought Mr. Kevin to the rooftop. Upon hearing the time left on the bomb, Mr. Kevin turned, hugged Sam Bass, and said, quote, "At least we'll go out together." Aaron Bison attempted to defuse the explosive, but was unsuccessful, and Sam Bass, Aaron Bison, and Mr. Kevin were caught in the explosion.
Murphy,
Sam
send me
Bass
the
succumbing to
sealed
his
shit.
injuries. Mr. Kevin was submitted to intensive care, and when he awoke the next day,
yeah,
he
hang
undertook a series of violence
I'm gonna
described
piss
by
on
the
this desk
defendant
real quick.
himself as seeking, quote, revenge. The primary target in 2 of these attacks was defendant L. Ramee.
Why are these people behind me so
On
loud?
July 14th, 2023, a 911 stated, quote, Commissioner Bass is now dead. You did not listen to my previous messages. I hope you listen to this one. A small explosive device caused cosmetic damage and damage to the windows of Beaver Bush Park Ranger Station. The following day, Ramee L. Rahman, allegedly having heard of this explosion, decided to troll the cops by driving RC cars in the area of Beaver Bush Park Ranger Station, making beeping noises and threatening explosions, causing the already on high alert officers to panic and prepare for another.
Yeah, you weren't around that day. It was just me and Miguel.
In an attempt to destabilize the state, the 2 defendants undertook a series of terroristic attacks against the state of San Andreas and the Unified Police Department, one of which resulted in the death of Commissioner Sam Bass. For these heinous and ruthless actions, the state is seeking the highest form of punishment against the 2. Now, I'd like to remind everybody, again, capital punishment is on the table here with the charges that are being laid forth. With that stated, I'm going to go ahead and read off the charges. Gentlemen, I'll need you to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty at this time. I can either go off one by one or wholesale. I will start with you, Mr. L. Rahman. To 1 count of terrorism, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
To 1 count of murder of a government employee, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
2 counts attempted murder of a government employee?
Not guilty.
1 count of attempted first-degree murder?
Not guilty.
3 counts criminal use of explosives?
Not guilty.
4 counts act of torture?
Not guilty.
3 counts destruction of government property?
Not guilty.
2 counts of felony trespassing?
Not
Jesus
guilty.
Christ.
3 counts of extortion?
Not guilty. Extortion.
Okay.
Not guilty.
Okay. You have some additional charges as well. You have 1 count of gang-related shooting pertaining to report number 88941. How do you
He's
plead?
definitely guilty of that one.
Oh, is this pertaining to this court trial?
This is pertaining to evidence that may have been found during a raid. There are charges being placed for these instances.
The rifle suppressor.
Was like a hot gun and shit?
The extortion is probably
Correct.
Carmine related.
I'm okay. Not guilty. I don't even know what that is. Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay. 8 counts of attempted murder of a
Not
government
guilty.
employee.
I didn't do that shit.
1 count of grand theft auto.
Not guilty.
1 count of criminal possession of firearm class 1.
Not guilty.
And 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia.
Not guilty. Okay, maybe the drug's guilty on that. Okay, I had probably coke and stuff.
Okay. Let the record show that the only charge that the defendant has pled guilty to is possession of drug paraphernalia.
I like to smoke weed sometimes, do some cocaine. I'm sorry, Yana.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Almirian, I turn to you. To 1 count of terrorism, how do you plead?
Miguel, that's you.
Mr. Almirian, if you're speaking, I can't hear you.
He's peeing on the desk right now.
Your Honor, my client just needs tiniest
Brief
moment.
Not guilty.
Okay, understood. We'll allow for a quick recess while he gets his wits about and enters his
Bro.
pleas.
Ain't no way Red is testifying, Murphy. That guy's like one of my CEOs for a fucking company, owners.
That's
The
what
fuck?
The list says.
He's providing a alibi for Carmine. Yo, Red is a op, bro.
I mean, if that's all he
His
is
boy
going to be doing
Bobby's
is
above us
speak for
upstairs.
Carmine, I wouldn't worry
Just saw
about
him
it.
up there.
Oh, I need you to do me a favor, by the way, Kay.
What?
I need you to piss off Eve throughout this court case.
Who's Eve?
Eve, the girl from Rooster's Reef. She's Bass was her dad.
Where is she?
She's like also she's over there in the corner.
Just, let me know
And they're
when
to the right.
Mr. Almirian is ready to enter his pleas.
Either that or she's up top. I don't know where she's at.
Yeah,
Miguel.
How's that? There's a lot of
Miguel,
girls
we
in
need you,
here.
bro.
Hey, I'm gonna do this for Yokai. You understand, OG?
JC, wait, what the fuck?
Right, that was second.
JC goes
Shut up,
through
you're
the
in Vendetta.
5
Come on,
tier
guys.
3s? Shit, okay,
Miguel.
bro. Appreciate that. God damn. Rip smoking number 3, Jamama. Name of the 7 months.
Who's me?
Miguel.
Counselor Braun, has he advised you and made you aware of his intent to plea or no?
He advised me and made me aware of his intent to pee. Okay, that's all I know so far.
To pee,
But-
not to plea.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, to pee without the L,
Okay.
just to pee.
Right.
Okay.
Got
But
it.
he'll
Yo,
give his
I'm
intent to
sorry.
plead. Yeah, Miguel, your turn to plead not guilty.
Oh yeah, not guilty.
Okay. Is that to just the charge of terrorism, sir, or is that going to be wholesale to all charges against you?
Everything.
Wholesale, baby.
The records show that the defendant Miguel Amarian is pleading not guilty to all charges. As
Kevin
we have
doesn't know I
gone
exist.
through
Yes, I
all
do. I'm
pretrial
T-Pain. There you
motion,
go.
and the defendants have entered their according pleas, we will go ahead and turn over to the state for opening statements. Prosecution, floor is yours.
Yeah, bitch.
Your
going
Honor,
to Costco
we're
today.
gonna have to motion for unfortunate recess, considering one of our witnesses may be kidnapped.
What?
Sounds like
Okay.
you probably.
Oh, that sounds like
is
you problem.
Your Honor, is the presence of that witness required to observe other testimony? Or, I mean, I don't see why we couldn't just proceed.
Brief sidebar, please. Have everyone step forward.
Who the fuck is Kidnash?
I guess we're coming over here.
We had bets on them trying to throw me out of here.
That was embarrassing.
As they should be.
Is that Bobby?
I wrote Ramee a closing statement.
What the
I
fuck
hope he
does it
uses
look like,
It's
man?
very sweaty, and he's
I mean,
gonna
you white,
mispronounce the
bruh,
words.
so
I
don't
know
you-
it.
What? There you go. Damn.
Hello,
I went from
Rufus.
Bobby to Robert. That shit is fucked up.
Meow. Come on, fellas.
Yeah.
What the?
What the fuck? Why did that guy hit you?
Go upstairs. Follow me.
What?
You want me to chase you? Is that what you
Carmine's
want,
up here.
sir?
No, I just wanted to punch Mr. K.
That's a dangerous thing to do, I'd say.
Go up there and ring the bell, right there. The gavel.
Oh. Oh.
The fuck? What the fuck are you wearing?
Hello, motherfucker.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I had a midlife crisis up here. Last 5 minutes.
They start
I've been
taking
torn.
steroids?
No, it's just a suit. But I've been torn and I've come to the decision.
Whisper.
You better sweeten the deal, asshole.
What?
You better sweeten the
More.
fucking deal.
What does that mean?
You heard what I said.
Make the deal better.
You talking
else.
about? How?
You got until they call that recess off. Figure it out.
It's an $8 million
I want it.
car.
I want it. I want it now. Come on. You better do something. Or I'm going to jump off this place like a fucking superhero, up and away, and I'm going to tell them that it's me. Buzz Costello Lightyear. And I'm going to put a wrench in your fucking planes.
Name your price, huh?
I'm sure there's enough cops on.
Hold on, hold on. Man, that's a really cool suit. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. Motion
The
for
car.
recess has been denied. I've advised counsel of how we are.
Oh,
going
bro,
to
yeah.
proceed.
I got a Lambo I could sell. You know, I can give you a big discount, 100% off.
Are you yelling?
No, but just
With
okay.
that said,
Code words, code
prosecution, let's go ahead and move.
Transfer it to Bobby now. Transfer the car now to Bobby.
Oh, after.
Now.
No, I'm busy with the case. It's gonna have to be after. But
No.
you know, I can get you hooked
No,
up with some
Mr.
really
Cole.
He'll
nice,
start snitching.
really nice jewelry and stuff too.
He'll jump off.
Oh, I'll start snitching too.
Your
Don't
Honor,
think you're the only ones with
members
stuff
of
up
the
your
department.
Snitching on what?
Oh, don't you
is
worry.
one of
I
You want to
big
have a life
brother.
after
the
this?
good, exemplified by brave officers of the United Police Department. Unified Police
You won't be
Department,
getting hired to PD
led by
after
the
this.
late
Just know
Commissioner
that.
Sam
Nor
Bass.
the DOC.
Yes, I will.
You'll
Yes,
be
I will.
Two
alone
defendants here.
with
No, I will
nothing.
not.
Two men who
I
worked
picked my
so
side. Fuck your
tirelessly
car.
If you want to go nuclear,
to various
I
police
can go
stations
nuclear.
across Los Angeles
No,
in
okay,
an
we
effort
just-
to sow chaos.
we'll just-
Bobby, Bobby, I'm gonna do it, Bobby.
Don't
All of
do
this
it.
stemming
Don't
from
do
a
it. Don't do it.
petty feud.
I
between
better
the
start
defendants
preparing
Lee
my
and
stuff. Hopefully you don't make the
Corrections
wrong
Officer
decision.
Carmine.
Costello.
Come on.
A petty
You
feud that
scare
would
me.
result in the two woefully choosing to attempt to murder random officers and civilians. This carelessness would result in the death of Commissioner Sam Bass at the hands of the defendants. Today's case will show you beyond a reasonable doubt the defendants were the two individuals who would lay waste to James MRPD, and Beaver Bush radio station. These attacks resulting in the death of one of San Andreas' finest. We invite the court to listen to evidence and testimony provided today by the people to find these two men guilty of the crimes. Thank you.
And come address me directly, please.
Up and away. Fucking do it, man.
What is
Bro, he might flop. He might flop.
They're looking at it.
He's asking for more.
I'm coming down.
Killing him.
Can you hear what he's saying?
Can we just give Carmine
give this
contempt
amendment
for
to
the
resolve.
outfit in general, Your Honor?
That's your witness.
I'd like
Yeah,
to figure
let's
out
do
what
it.
the hell's going on here first.
Yeah, I'm just going to clarify that the people are perfectly okay with any kind of contempt or psych check or whatever's necessary.
Remove your mask, please. Remove the mask.
It's me, Your Honor.
Remove the mask, or I will give you contempt. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm here. I wasn't kidnapped. I made it.
Oh, okay.
I'm here for the trial.
Okay.
I'm here
All right.
to give testimony against.
Yeah, people's motion stands.
All right.
I'll
good.
take it under advisement.
Can I get all
go
this
stand-
off?
Go.
Thank
Ramee,
God
come
he's
here.
here. Thank God. I'm happy he's here.
We ask him to get thrown out since he's not medically
You
like,
can go ahead and
stable?
stand in the gallery until it is your time to testify, sir.
So he's not medically stable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can we be
Oh,
like,
I'm
these guys are
happy.
psycho or some shit?
Yeah, we can motion for that.
Try it out.
Mr. Braun, your opening statement. I apologize for the interruption, sir.
You know, and before I get into that, I'd just like to motion for some sort of
Operation Destroy Carmine's life
evaluation
has
on
begun.
Mr. Costello, he seems a bit off. You know, he might not be credible at giving testimony at the moment. Could be worth getting him a checkup.
Bottle from the prosecution.
Get it. See, are we seeking a medical checkup for him or a psychological checkup?
Both. A little bit
okay.
of both. I mean, he was just
I am fine.
unaccounted for, and now he's here and acting strangely. So that's saying
I'm not-
a lot for Carmine to say that
It's
he's
a
acting
suit.
strangely.
I
I'm
think
stuffing
we've
in
got
the
a couple
suit.
of medical professionals in the
couple of
crowd. I
medics here.
wouldn't mind them
I
giving
need
him
to
like
get
a
out this
once over
suit.
concussion test or
Wait,
whatever.
there were two therapists right behind me and they've disappeared.
All right. First off, let's allow him to get out of the suit. Somebody wants to let him in the back to change, please.
Yeah, I got him, Your Honor. Right this way, Carmine. Carmine, come this way.
And then secondly, Miss Pendragon, you're here.
Yes.
Are you able to give him a once over and make sure he's okay once he's changed?
I mean, I can see
medically?
if he's like on drugs or something, but like.
Sure. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh,
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am high on justice. Up and away.
Seems a
I'm gonna-
little
I'm gonna
off.
be,
That's all.
I'm gonna be honest. This seems like completely average Carmine behavior. So
That's true. Carmine does act rather unique on a regular basis.
That's why I said just a little off. It's just a little off.
Yeah, he's known to be abusive towards prisoners. They probably got back at him or something.
Yeah, could be. All right.
Let's see.
Where was I?
While they allow for that to happen and while Miss Pendragon takes a look, Mr. Braun, your opening statement.
Oh, do you want me to go back there right now?
No, let him come out. Let him change into these
Okay.
things. Then he can make his way out here, and you can, do what you have to do. Mr. Braun, please.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the court, your honors. I'm going to be using my time for my closing, so I'll be merciful at this time and just keep my remarks brief. My client, the defendant, Mr. L. Rahman, is completely innocent of these unsubstantiated charges. Miguel is here too. I'm not sure why. And we are going to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they cannot prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they are guilty of the murder of Sam Bass and also terrorism and all those other charges. Thank you.
Your Honor, can we get a point of order from the defense if Counselor Braun is only representing Al Rahman, or if he's representing Mr. Almirian as well?
I'm representing both. I'm just not sure yet what Miguel how he
I'll allow
plays
for
into
the
the.
creative. I'll allow
I
for the
wrote you an
creative
opening
license,
statement
Counsel
too if you wanted
Colfax.
it.
He is entered on the docket as representation
Hey,
for
sir.
the defense.
Yeah, that's understandable. I just wanted a point of clarity based on that opening, Your Honor.
Your Honor, please thank the prosecution for ruining my joke by making me explain it.
You can only
I
find
understand.
one pair of clothes from outside. I think that should be fine.
That's okay. That's fine. Okay. With opening statements out of the way, thank you both. Prosecution, we will go ahead and call your first witness.
Okay.
At this time.
Alrighty, we're gonna call Director Brian Knight to the stand.
Okay. Director Knight, come on out.
All right, so he's going to be testifying about all the subpoenas and the other bullshit and trying to tie all those things together, I think.
All right. Please go ahead and swear in the witness.
Okay. Raise your left hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury? So help you, Han.
Absolutely.
The witness has been sworn in, Your Honor.
Thank you, Counselor. The floor is yours.
Alrighty, please state your name and rank for the record.
It's going to be Director Sergeant Trooper Brian Knight.
Alrighty, and do you hold any special positions within the Unified Police Department?
Yes, Director of the MCU.
Alrighty, and what does this entail from day to day?
The fuck is it relevant?
It mostly consists of fixing things beyond my responsibilities.
Because he's their expert witness.
More specifically, what is your field of expertise?
Did you guys
in that
gamble
regard?
for this?
Major crimes.
Alrighty, Your Honor, we'd like to establish this witness as an expert
What
witness.
did you guys vote
in
on, win or
investigations.
lose? I don't know.
The title already does that for him, Counselor. Please continue.
I just want to do it formally. Thank you, Your Honor. Alrighty, we'll get to those questions in a bit. Were you on duty on the 12th of July, 2023?
I was.
Alrighty, and were you involved in the incidents of the People's N? These are the bombings of the SDSO and MRPD.
I was.
Alrighty, were you at MRPD on this day?
Yes.
Okay, were you alerted to the bomb?
I was.
And how were you alerted to this bomb?
I received a phone call from Bundy, and he was describing to me a situation transpiring over here at SDSO where a bomb was being planted. And shortly thereafter, I'd say approximately 30 seconds, I walked out of the
Isn't Brian a
conference
murderer?
room, which is adjacent to the front lobby of Mission Row PD. I walked outside and just, walking around with the phone call. And that's when I began to hear a beeping. Beeping associated with the bombs that are typically found in Los Santos.
Have you heard this sort of beeping before?
Yes.
Okay, and what did you do when you heard this noise?
Beep.
I immediately informed Bundy that there was very likely a bomb at Mission Row PD, and I immediately began to clear the building to ensure that there would be no loss of life, loss of potential civilians, or even suspects that may be in custody.
I don't know what the outcome's going to be yet. You got to give me a little bit.
Okay, and, did you attempt to look for the bomb?
I did. I did this simultaneously to clearing for two reasons. Same objective, right? I have to look for it, and anyone that I run into, I move out. And I proceeded to clear every level.
Yeah. Did you locate this bomb?
I did.
And where was it?
It was, there's a door leading to the roof of Mission Row PD, going up a kind of like a spiral staircase. Upon exiting the door to the roof, there was a bomb placed just a little bit in front of it.
Alrighty, and did you witness the explosion?
I did.
Alright, and what was the damage from this explosion?
The entire building collapsed, and it resulted in Bison, late Sam Bass, and Mr. K getting injured. In the case of Sam Bass, he ultimately succumbed to his wound.
Your Honor, can we ensure that the peanut gallery isn't going to be making silly comments during this?
Bro, I wasn't whispering when I fucking
I don't know
said
if you
it.
heard that from where
You know
you're at,
what?
because it was...
I didn't hear anything from where I'm at, but I'm gonna go ahead and remind you.
I didn't hear anything either.
If I catch word of any outbursts,
Your Honor, we didn't hear anything either. She's
$20,000.
just simply making stuff up to paint
I
the
definitely
image.
heard it, Your Honor. He said,
Once again, Your
"Woohoo!"
Honor, sorry again for Bundy's disrespect towards the courtroom.
Yeah.
I heard it too.
Bundy
Yep, I
didn't
didn't hear
even say
nothing.
anything, Ramee. Shut up. Let's keep going.
Alrighty. Alrighty, I want to move on to the people's S as in Sierra.
This is fucking
Your
porn
statement
already,
in
bro.
this
Can we just go?
states that you had a phone call with Mr. K. Is that correct?
That definitely didn't fix it.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and in this report, you state that he wanted payback. Did you ever discover who he wanted this payback for?
Yes.
And who was that?
It was payback for the death of Sam Bass.
And did you ever discover his reasoning for wanting this?
At the time, at the immediate time of the phone call, following events that transpired afterwards, it began to hone in on Mr. Ramee Al-Rahman and Miguel O'Mary.
Oh, hold on. That's fucking bleeding.
Okay, and did you discover
gonna
any
object, or what's
instances
going
of
on here?
attacks of revenge?
He's lying anyway.
Pertaining to this case?
I did.
I literally attacked him and his fucking doctor friend.
I'm gonna start objecting.
Give me about a moment to chat with my co-counsel.
Perfect. You gonna object today or next year? What's going on?
Object to what?
That's fucking a leading question.
They're hanging themselves. It's fine.
She doesn't even know what to do. Actually, I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna say this out loud, and she's gonna get like flustered. Like she doesn't even know what she's doing. She's asking Bundy for help. What kind of prosecutor is this? Oh, sorry, Your Honor. My apologies, Your Honor.
Wearing a fucking hat in court though is disrespectful.
What is it, illegal to speak the truth? Like, I'm confused.
Your Honor, quick
Mr.
question, Your
K.
Honor. I believe this is a prosecutor. Is she a police officer?
This is a prosecutor, Mr. Al-Rahman.
Okay, so why is she wearing
She's showing
police,
bias
police
towards
uniform?
It's a, Your Honor, it's a hat honoring
Part
the
of, it's
individual
part of the
who died in this
uniform.
court case.
Part of the uniform.
Mr. Al-Rahman.
No hats in the courtroom.
The
Come on,
charging
Ramee, you watch
decisions
Suits,
on,
you know better.
impersonation to the UPD.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I appreciate
Thank you so much,
your
Norm.
feedback.
Sorry about that. Once again, the disrespect is crazy.
It is, Ramee. It really is.
Yeah. I've never seen hats in a courtroom before. I'm just saying, Crane. Crane.
Like Brian doesn't have anything fucking materially relevant to say.
Well, Brian's making
They
shit
have
up.
to, they have to sub each other out. They subbed each other out.
Because Bones is always slurping the commissioner.
Yep.
All right. Since the bombing that occurred on July 12th, Director, did you conduct any interviews in relation to this matter?
I did.
Okay. Was Mr. Al-Rahman one of the individuals that you interviewed?
That is correct.
Do you recall the date that you interviewed him?
Not offhand.
Okay. How was the interview initiated?
Mr. Al-Rahman and myself exchanged email communication.
Okay. Did you agree to meet somewhere?
Yes. We agreed to meet over at the SDSO.
Okay. Did Mr. Al-Rahman voluntarily meet you at the SDSO?
That is correct.
Okay. Did you have lights and sirens on your car?
I had them, but they were
That bitch
not
Carmine.
on.
Okay, perfect. Did you use your lethal firearm to bring him into custody?
I did not.
Did you use your less than lethal equipment to bring him into custody?
I did not.
Okay. Where did the interview take place?
It took place at the FIB building.
Okay. To your knowledge, who is
At
the
the FIB.
current proprietor of that building?
Aegis.
Aegis. Okay. Is Aegis a police organization?
It is not. It is a civilian organization.
Okay.
Something along those lines.
Murphy said I was his. What did he say?
Do
Is like
police
his,
regularly
key to this
conduct,
case. Oh man, the
business,
pressure's
I guess
fucking
we
on,
could
dude. What do
call
I
it,
have to do?
at the Aegis building?
They do not.
Okay. Are there Were there any police officers wandering around in the halls on that
The
particular
MVP.
day?
There
I don't
were
know where
not.
he's going with this, but
To your knowledge, are there any processing facilities at the Aegis building?
Objection. What is the relevance to this line of question?
I can rebut that, Your Honor, if you need me to.
Because if it's just in response to that motion at the beginning, like he's already going to weigh it over. I don't know why you got to have a whole line of questioning about it.
Because these are the arguments we would have made in rebuttal to the motion, but we didn't really get to that point, so we're proving the voluntariness and willingness of that interview through these
I can
questions.
cross-examine this easily, Murphy.
All right.
Suits, baby, suits.
Final rebuttal from the defense.
No, we're good. We're good. We're fine.
Okay. Senior Ranger Bundy, you have made your point to me
Yeah,
at this point in time about these facilities.
I was
I
drawing to a
understand what
close
you're
on it,
getting
Your
at. No
Honor.
need to belabor it. I'll let it remain on the record, but you're at the end of the line here. Okay.
Ugly ass
Perfect.
dog.
I'm gonna let Odessa take over the reins then.
Alrighty, I want to talk about the interview itself, Director.
Sure.
At any point, did you talk about the relationship between the two defendants?
I believe so. I'd have to.
Where's Vinny?
Reference
Over there
the
still.
video.
Oh, look at little Pablo.
There was some conversation in regards to that.
Okay, and did you at any point discuss these aforementioned revenge attacks?
Yes.
Okay, and
okay.
at any point did you question Mr. Al-Rahman regarding his role in such attacks?
Oh, by the way, the judge already said yes.
Yes.
To the interview, which is an hour and 10 minutes long, so you're definitely not getting a verdict
And
today. I
did
think.
at any point
Wait,
did
what
he
does he
admit
have
to
to
being
do?
a victim in these attacks?
He hasn't even watched
There
like
was
the
a
interviews.
lot
The
of
judge.
things that Mr. Al-Rahman stated.
Okay, but did at any point did he admit to being a victim in these attacks?
I don't recall if he said so outrightly. That's something that would be need to be referenced in the tape.
Don't worry. Did Mr. Al-Rahman at any point admit to being at any of the 3 locations that were bombed during the incidents in question?
Okay.
I guess when Ramee-
Yeah,
what are we
objection.
doing
The leading is getting to where I gotta object. So could we tone that down, Your Honor?
Rebuttal.
I can reword if that'll appease them.
Well, I mean that question is like compound as well and leading. So just
It is inherently leading in nature. If the counsel is willing to reword, I will go ahead and sustain. You can re-ask the question in a non-leading fashion, counselor.
Yep. Did you question Mr. Al-Rahman regarding his involvement in the incidents he's being charged with today?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Did you question Mr. Al-Rahman regarding his involvement in the incidents he's being charged with today?
I did, yes.
Your Honor, his objection. Never mind. Just forget it. Didn't she just ask him that?
Just something to say, Ramee?
Yeah, she rephrased.
I'm just. Didn't she just ask him that
Ramee's
question?
not
And
paying
he said he doesn't
attention.
recall. It needs to be referenced in the tape.
I think she's rewording
No,
it.
with regards to the I don't recall, it was pertaining to the question of did any point did you admit to being a victim of those attacks? This is a new question asking if he questioned you in regards to the charges that you faced today. This is a new question.
Sounds good.
Did you question Mr. Al-Rahman regarding his whereabouts on the days of the attacks?
I did.
Okay. At
Don't lie to her.
Okay. Well.
What's going on?
did she freeze?
I don't have a
do you recall what the answer was to those whereabouts?
Let's see. What you got, Brian?
His story and narrative changed a couple times. I recall him stating at one point that he was he had placed himself in Sandy Shores by the SDSO, but he was inferring that he was not at the police station whatsoever. So I don't recall the
That
exact
is not what I said at
position he had
all,
placed,
actually.
but he was navigating away from the station.
Are they going to compare that to the actual interview?
Okay, and
Yeah, they will.
in the written statement following this interview in the People's S, there is mention of Beaver Bush Ranger Station. Do you recall this?
I do, yes.
Okay, and do you recall what Mr. Obama stated regarding the ranger station?
There was discussion about a RV vehicle.
RV?
That he claimed was his.
Okay, and did he at any point explain why the RV vehicle was brought up?
He tried to, but once again, he had many answers to it.
Okay, do you recall any of those answers?
Not offhand.
The whole case is a lie. The whole case is
Your Honor,
based
the
off
people are happy to allow the director
thinking I was
chance to
targeting
review the
you.
evidence. 1 second, I'm having trouble hearing.
Objection, Your Honor. Each interrogation is like 2 hours long, Your Honor.
I think,
Your Honor, sorry, I couldn't hear the
a
defense. I
while
couldn't
to
hear
review
anything
this
for the last 30 seconds, Your Honor.
There was a general objection placed, Counselor, pertaining to the length of the
Oh
evidence.
my god,
in
Ramee's going to
question,
flip out during this case.
and allowing him to review the
ACDC name of the sub.
would, place an undue burden on the court as far as efficiency in proceeding this matter along.
Yeah, Your Honor, I reviewed the entire evidence today, so I mean, the time
Your
to do
Honor-
that was before now.
Yes, we've had this. This has been on the docket for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
If they're not
the
prepared
judge
for their own
should've,
case, and they're trying to
or,
prosecute somebody with my
what
life
you
on the
call it.
line, then we shouldn't have to sit here and watch and have them
Prosecutor should be ready.
hold their hands and reviewing the case and their evidence that they put through.
Sure,
Your
you're-
Honor,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say it's very set precedent that witnesses are allowed to review the evidence that they're being questioned about.
He's also a prosecutor. He's not
So
just
an
a
hour
witness.
and 15,
Yeah.
an hour and 15-minute video. We're gonna review that.
Okay. Is there a
To which there-
particular is there a particular portion that you would like the witness to reference so that we're not stuck here for an hour and 15 minutes?
I'm not asking him to review the tape itself. I was trying to get to that point. There is written notes that Mr. Correction Director Brian has put in to this. I'm happy to allow him to review those notes.
Are those notes entered as an article of evidence? Is that the
Yep,
People's
the
S that you
People's
referred
S.
to?
That's correct.
Okay. So I will go ahead and allow the witness to refer
send me
to the
the
evidence that
updated
entered
cheat
on
sheets,
the People's S. Counselor Braun
Send me
and
the
Mr.
updated
Rahman
evidence
is not
list.
reviewing an entire tape for reference. This should take just a
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Where's that bitch ass Bobby DOC? He's
Updated
getting
evidence
decapitated.
list, People's S
Give me
that I
1
have is
second as I
different
pull
than
this.
that.
Oh my god, fucking Rosa messaged me. I can't find you and all this shit. There, I think that's the.
I've got the
newest one.
People's S open right now. Case number 87423. Is that the correct one?
No. Oh, it's the People's Team. My apologies. For some reason, it's out of order on here, Your Honor.
That's probably why.
It'd be
I
87557.
was like, this is not it.
Perfect. I got it ready.
All right.
Could you repeat the question for me, please?
Oh, yeah, so it was regarding the RC cars. Why did Mr. L. Rahman bring these RC cars up?
Because they're fun little toys.
Also, these are Bundy's notes, not Brian's notes.
That it was a phase. Oh, I see. Oh, he picked up the RC car from the ranger station, and he stated he had heard about the bombings over at Beaver Bush, and he decided to, quote unquote, troll the cops.
And how would this trolling the cops and RC cars be linked?
Come on, loosen up, Miguel.
These were
Miguel's even there.
identified as driving around and making beeping sounds similar to that of the car bombs.
I'm
Or
loose,
sorry,
bro.
the bombs that were placed at the police departments.
Okay, and did Mr. Ramen ever indicate
ATF
that he
Dave,
had knowledge regarding the
Schmen,
bombings?
Delta Connection, ACDC, Rapid, Nessing.
Yes, I mean,
name
in
the subs,
his
guys.
statement prior to this, he had heard about the bombings. His own words.
Okay.
Why does Carmine's head look so small in that hat, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
This is like pretty revelatory stuff here.
And who brought up the discussion of the incidents in question first?
It was in regards to the RC vehicles.
No, the incidents in question, the 3 bombings of the police stations.
He did.
Okay, and how did he bring this up?
Questioned on it. What the fuck is this guy talking about?
In jest. Heard about what happened to Sam Bass, PD, those sort of statements.
Okay. At any point during this questioning, did Mr. Al-Rahman contradict himself?
Objection,
His
Your Honor.
answers were very much all over the place.
Okay.
Yeah, objection. To
Objection, Your Honor.
Leading.
What's the objection?
Leading.
Objection to leading and speculation. You know, any
And
number of things.
asked and answered. Oh, to be honest, too.
Yeah, that's actually valid.
I'll hear a rebuttal.
Rebuttal on leading, just because it's got a yes or no answer doesn't mean it's leading. It's just closed. He can answer either way that he wants to. Speculation, it's not speculation. He witnessed it firsthand.
He's got one
He was
eye.
the
What does he know?
interviewer asked and answered. This hasn't been asked.
Yeah, I said earlier that he was contradicting himself, but that's also his opinion, not something he can speak to definitively. So it's speculation.
Okay. I'm going to address these one by one. Objection asked and answered is going to be overruled. This question itself was not directly asked. Further, there was an answer that was given to the effect of it was on the question of did he
Ramos
explain why
Spectre
it
in
was brought
action.
up. The answer was he tried to, but once again he had many different answers. I believe this question is a little bit more pointed and is speaking directly to the investigator's direct understanding of the interrogation. Objections are going to be overruled. I'll hear the answer.
I didn't know you were in the show.
No question.
Bro, you're in the show. I see you right here.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Re-ask or director, you can answer.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Yeah,
you
at
can
any
just
point
ask the
during
question again?
at any point during questioning, did Mr. Al-Rahman contradict himself?
Yes.
And how so?
His answers were he'd say one thing and then he'd say something else.
I've never seen Suits, chat, so I'm just using the names you give me, so I don't even know. I've seen the memes though.
Okay.
See if I can find them.
At any point was Mr. Al-Rahman questioned if, was any point
Spit it out, Junior.
you stated prior that you questioned Mr. Al-Rahman regarding his involvement in the charges accused and the incidents involved in the charges accused. Did at any point did you question him regarding if he had knowledge about the suspects?
Yes, specifically
Lit?
In regards to Miguel and what was going on, transpiring between himself and Mr. K.
All right, time to kick this into high gear.
In your the people's tea
Where's
here,
Big D
you
when we need him,
state-
bro?
or you had written here
I know.
that I'm going to quote this. Ramee Al-Rahman states he's unsure who planted the bomb at Mission Row Police Department. Ramee Al-Rahman states he thinks C. Costello was in Mission Row Police Department as well.
Again,
Throughout
Bundy
this
wrote this, not
investigation,
Ryan.
was there a link between these involvements and Mr. Costello?
There was.
And what was that link?
what the Mr. Costello was.
Do some
being-
loud crunches in court.
Some eyes it targeted and sort of blamed for a series of incidents. In relation to when the Mission Row PD bombing was placed, there was inferences that he was behind it.
Okay, and did you ever learn where Mr. Costello was during?
I think I have a few
those
kettle
bombings?
chips left. Actually, I had a little. Hold on.
So based on that, would it have been possible for Mr. Costello to plant the bomb?
Impossible.
Give me a moment before we ask the expert questions. I just want to ask Bundy here if he's got anything else.
Sure.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff so far.
I'm gonna be honest though. Just because I brought up Carmine.
I'm just going to kind of simplify a lot of these.
It doesn't
What
mean
was
anything.
a recording done of the interrogation of Ramee Al-Rahman?
Yes.
Who was responsible for the chain of custody on that? As in, who pressed play on the recorder?
I didn't.
Okay. Can you confirm that the
I
copy
gotta find,
submitted into
like,
evidence is identical to everything that transpired that hasn't been doctored?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
We're gonna double stack.
Same questions, but for the Miguel Almerian interview. Who was responsible for the recording of the Miguel interview?
I know you hear this, Bundy. I know you hear this.
Okay. Can you confirm that the copy on the transcript is the same as the one you originally recorded?
That is correct.
I know you can hear me, Bundy.
Hasn't been doctored or anything along those lines, has it, Director?
It has not.
Okay. All right. You know, I wasn't going to ask these questions, but you know what? No, I'm still going to save it for closing. I'll defer to Odessa.
Okay.
I ain't gonna see me for a while. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh.
Whoever's got the straw.
I just got hit by something!
Somebody
Clowns
just threw a
in the,
shoe.
Upstairs area. That's 2 clowns. Both of them get contempt. One of them is Chatterbox. I didn't see the other.
Woo! 200 months, baby.
Oh my God! The judge
That's
just
200
got
months
whacked
for
with
you
a shoe.
too, Bon Bon, I saw you that time.
This is intimidation.
Oh, here we go. This one has a bubble.
Are you okay, Your Honor?
I'll be okay.
Your Honor, I have reason to believe this was a stage attack on behalf of Bundy.
Oh no, the clowns hate me.
I have reason to believe that the clowns are just being dumbasses, as it were, and you know, yucking around. That said, they'll pay the price for doing so.
Is my crunching loud, bro?
Counselor, please continue.
Yeah, louder than
Alrighty,
mine.
I want to move
I
on
got
to some
kettle
expert
cooked, bro.
questions here, as you have established
Next time she talks,
you as an expert in
Do it to her.
investigations. Did you pull cell phone records for Mr. Al-Rahman?
I did.
Okay. Did you pull cell phone records?
Hold on, guys, wait. Mr. K, is that you having a snack over there?
Oh no, not me, sir.
Yeah, I heard him.
My client had a frog in his throat. He was just
Okay. Please
struggling
keep it
to
down.
breathe
The
for a second.
microphones are on, so please keep it down.
Oh no, I'm chipabetic. I don't eat chips.
I'm gonna try to get close to her.
All right. Well, either way, whoever is, just keep it down. We don't want to hear you eat. Please continue.
So. Did you pull cell phone records for Mr. Al-Rahman?
I did.
Okay. Did you pull cell phone records for Mr. Almerian?
I did.
Alrighty. And what sort of information do you garner from these types of records?
Bro, are you sucking a dick?
Text records, call records, duration, GPS
He's fucking
location.
that bag of chips.
Okay. And with these GPS locations.
Guys, I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm eating fucking
Your Honor?
kettle cooked chips, man.
Whoa, is she okay, Your Honor?
I'm sorry?
I don't know what's going on.
I'm just worried about the health of the defendant over here. He seems like he's having some sort of stroke with the noises he's making.
I'm chill, Your Honor. I don't know what's going on.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything either.
Yeah, I don't know what
Ramee,
she's talking
keep it
about.
down, please.
I'm not doing
I don't know what
anything.
she's talking about.
I understand, but if you need to speak to your counselor or something, step to the side.
Okay, we'll do. We'll do.
right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Animal Crossing.
Hey, Rosa.
Alrighty. How accurate is the GPS locations for these records?
It's able to narrow down to like roughly a quarter of a typical Los Santos block.
Okay.
A third
and,
to a quarter. Yeah.
Alrighty. And at any point, did you run these GPS locations for the times of the bombing?
I did.
Okay. And did we'll start with Mr. Al-Rahman. Did Mr. Al-Rahman any of his GPS locations come back to near the locations of the bombing?
Yes.
Oh,
This ain't looking good, bro. Start doing the mental tactics. Fire away.
Alrighty. And did any of them come back for Mr. Al-Rahman? Or correction, Mr. Al-Mirian?
Yes.
I love you too.
Alrighty then. Bundy, I'm good on questions if you've got anything else.
Nope, no further questions.
Okay. We'll open the floor to cross-examination. Counselor Braun.
All right.
I'll go after. You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
Yeah. You go for it.
Go.
Carmine is so hard.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jessica.
My co-counsel has some questions.
All right, cross-examination.
While
Here
they
we
confer.
Can I get a quick reminder on what the time and fine is for contempt tonight, Your Honor?
Yeah,
200
months.
$20,000.
Yep.
Okay, I'm putting together a
forget that,
report.
Ramee.
I've got Bonbon and Chatterbox on there.
Okay. So what'd you say,
Fantastic.
Axel? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Shit, fucking FBI cop. Sorry.
Ramee.
Your Honor, could
Alright.
you
Focus
consent
on the
the court for that? That was very rude.
Listen, if I
Focus
die
on the
tonight,
questions,
I'm
Ramee.
dying tonight. You know what I mean? All right. So, Mr. Knight.
How you doing, Mr. Al-Rahman?
How you doing today, Director? You're
Looking
doing
good.
good? Now,
Is
Your
that a new
Honor.
season?
Yeah. On 8. I'm on 8 now. Now,
Oh,
Your
wow.
Honor. Just because I'm only bringing this up because you said it's going to remain on the record. This is in questioning to Bundy's questioning of the interrogation, okay, for the video.
I understand. I can put it together, sir.
Now, you said that we met up, Brian, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that we went to the FIB building together, right?
Correct.
How did I get down to the FIB building?
In a vehicle?
Okay. Why don't you describe to me the process? We met up. Describe to me the process when we met at SDSO to when we got to the FIB.
You arrived. We got in a vehicle. And we went to the FIB building.
Okay. Now, Your Honor, I'd like to. I'll leave. I'll say it in my. Okay. And was I wearing anything on my head when I got to the FIB building? Did I know that we were going to the FIB building?
See if that got anyone.
The location you did not know.
Why is that?
I don't think you've been there.
Okay. Was I cuffed up when we met
He's
when we
lying.
went to the FIB building?
Sorry, I'm hearing a knocking sound. Could you say again?
Was I detained or?
I think it's from the. Wait,
Go
what?
ahead.
Was I detained or cuffed when we
gotta save the
we were
USB
going
thing.
to the FIB building?
You were placed in cuffs.
Why is that?
Everyone's dog's going crazy right now.
To make it look
trying to
cool.
There's
avoid
the,
that.
that's the stinger for Miranda
It was
right
part
there,
of
is he
the,
had no freedom to leave.
you know, the
Even if he
suits
went
and
voluntarily, the second
Brian
he was
Knight
placed
thing.
in
We're trying to
cuffs,
make it dope.
Miranda had to
Yeah.
Oh,
kick
Yeah.
him.
so you're saying that it's really cool that you met up with somebody and you handcuffed them and took them to a facility, correct?
But you wanted to go down to the
Oh my God, it's loud.
the clothing store too.
Okay, so you wanted to dress me up before you fucked me. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you asked me. You said, "Yeah, let's go down to the clothing store." I'm like, "All right."
Now, was I able to see us going to the FIB building?
That's a question for you.
Your Honor, he's answering. It's a yes or no question, Brennan.
No, you. I don't believe you could.
Why is that?
We had a big spit guard that was that we utilized.
Why don't you describe to me this spit guard?
It is a
Spit guard, oh my God.
It's a vinyl cloth
Yeah, and they let
that
fucking serial killers that
covers
eat
spit
people
from exiting
walk without one.
Mr. O'Rahman's mouth.
Stop talking about it, Robbie. It's scary.
And do you know?
Well, let them let their guards down. We'll hit
Do you
them.
normally do this to all your people that you're interrogating?
The ones I like.
Okay. Now, let's fast forward to throughout this cross-examination. So you saying that I had knowledge of the bombing. Okay. Now, that you stated that correctly in your questioning again with Odessa, correct? Just now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if a bomb, if a building gets blown up in the city, one would likely hear about it, correct?
I'd have to speculate. It's
objection, speculation.
There you go, Your Honor. The witness should not be helping the prosecution of them doing a poor job on the objections, Your Honor.
You want me to give more, Ramee? All right,
Yeah,
noted.
do it. Do it.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I do
Your
want
Honor, you know that thing you told me I'm
Put
not
the
allowed to
headband
do
on,
anymore?
Bundy.
Am I good to do it, Your Honor?
Look,
the
Ramie's
fucking headband
asking
on.
for it at this point.
All right.
you
All
know.
right. All right. I just didn't want to get in trouble with the judiciary.
Control
Happy to,
Z,
Your Honor.
Control Z, take
I'm
it
not
back.
sitting here off.
Okay, we have Murphy on. All right. You know what, Your Honor?
That objection's sustained, by the way. You're asking if somebody would likely hear about something. It's not a definitive fact that someone can answer.
Of course. Your Honor, I'm gonna retract my line of questioning here, and I'm gonna let Murphy run.
All right.
I feel blue-balled, Your Honor, so I'm going to carry my objectioning over to Murphy.
Okay.
Within
you just
reason,
killed
Counselor.
that.
Or
No, I didn't.
Because
The fuck?
no, you did. They're trying to say that you
Sure.
didn't
Whatever.
need Miranda rights because you weren't
so
detained,
Brian Knight,
but
you're
you just
the
got him to admit that
investigative
you were in
expert
cuffs.
witness. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
true.
it's all thrown out now.
Yeah.
Okay. So how substantial was your role in this investigation?
I played a part.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, you had mentioned Carmine Costello and, of course, the defendants. Had there been any other potential suspects in this investigation before settling on the accused?
Yes.
Who would they have been? Just for the record.
Well, at the start of the investigation, it could have been anybody.
Okay, we're going a little too deep with that question, Director Knight. I just need to know who the persons of interest were before they were whittled down to the accused. Somewhere between everyone and just them, you know.
Well, I mean, there was. Oh, man, I can't give you a precise number.
Your Honor, given the stammering of the witness, I'm going to object on the grounds of vague and confusing and ask that we kind of narrow that one down a little bit, maybe.
I'm going to object to non-responsive witness. He knows what I'm asking, and he's dragging his feet.
Okay. Director Knight, I'll ask you directly here from the bench.
Thank you very much.
Were there any specific persons of interest that you outlined during the course of your investigation?
We were looking at Costello. We were looking at members of Changaloa. We considered individuals from Sanguine, individuals from Gulag Gang. It's a very wide list of suspects, which were whittled down as further evidence came in.
Okay. And what evidence in particular led you to believe that the accused were guilty of these crimes?
Your Honor, we're going to object to scope, considering there was the original question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just uttering some laughter.
Okay.
May I finish my original objection, or
trying to contain it?
What's the objection? And Murphy, please contain it.
We're going to go with scope, considering there was a question about Carmine. And yes, I understand that the defense opened up the scope here with questioning regarding the accused. However, at this point, it's gone much further than Carmine Costello and who else was accused to opening up, asking questions regarding every single suspect involving in a murder investigation.
I believe the inherent question here, however, counselors, is asking what evidence led you to believe that the two individuals in this courtroom were guilty.
Yeah.
I don't believe that the question itself is being asked about other individuals that may have just been named. I'll hear the answer to this question pertaining to the
That's
two
the
that are
last
sitting
question
before
I
me in
have
this
in that
courtroom.
line anyway, Your Honor.
Objection's going to be overruled, counselor.
Actually, I will object to best evidence rule then. If Brian's already admitted that he was not, the lead. He said he had a part in it. There's gonna be better evidence that the defense can question and cross-examine.
I'll hear a rebuttal.
I guess we're just doing objections now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Your Honor, this is a case about two people being accused of murder. I'm asking what piece of evidence most
You gonna let him do
made
that
him
shit, Ramee?
feel they were guilty, and he's an expert witness on investigations. He's involved in this investigation, and they opened the scope wide open for this already. So
I'm going to allow the
Your Honor,
witness to speak. I'm going to allow the
Okay.
witness to speak to his knowledge here, counselor. He was established as an expert witness in investigations, and he has indicated through questioning that he played a part in the investigation. If he has a direct answer to what evidence in particular led him to believe that the accused were guilty, he can give that answer. If he's not certain, he can answer as such.
thank you, Your Honor.
There are probably, if offhand, maybe 8 pieces of evidence, 12 perhaps, that filtered out possibilities. But the most damning were the direction of Mr. K's statement seeking
What?
revenge, his
never even gave a
intimacy
statement.
that he of knowledge surrounding it.
I think it was when you were going crazy.
Locations.
Well, I was going
that,
crazy trying to kill
Mr.
Brian, saying he did
Miguel
it.
Amarian and Ramen happened to be by probabilistically the brazen acts that they just continued to
I mean,
do. I mean,
if you guys call me up there and
they were
question me, just
spewing
ask
out
me
evidence,
who did I
throughout the
target.
city over the
It'll be a
course
long
of
list.
What was not even 48 hours.
Okay, and just to back up,
and one last thing.
hang on.
Oh, sorry. I was still
Director Knight.
answering.
Well, you did kind of end.
Oh.
I
Murphy should
started
ask me
talking.
if I ever gave a
Go ahead.
like a
Oh, yeah.
legitimate statement.
And a reference in regards to
I'm not sure why Murphy
a
didn't put
nine-
witnesses down on the
anonymous
docket.
911 call that was placed, in which during interview he knew intimate knowledge
I
about.
never even
said
really targeted
911.
you, did I?
No.
So he knew the context of it.
Point of clarification for the court's purposes here.
I did the mind thing, but I don't think anybody even knows about that.
The question was
An
pertaining to the
interrogation that's
accu-
going to get
believing
thrown
that
out,
the
so he
accused were
should
guilty.
not
When you say
use that.
he, who are you referring to specifically?
Sorry,
Well,
Ramee
listen,
Ramen.
I tried to kill Brian and the therapist that he brought to me to
And,
talk to me about the bad
All right,
shit.
Director Knight.
And I
Let's
said they did it.
backtrack a little bit. You mentioned something about a statement from Mr.
So that's
K.
the main thing?
In the
Oh,
statement of
bro,
claim,
we
it
might have
states
this.
that the defendant, Mr. El Rahman, made a statement about Mr. K. Which is more accurate? Because I'm confused by that. Did
you should
Ramee
question
make
him
the
too.
statement, or did
Or you
Mr.
already
K
did?
make the statement
No, he just did it.
about revenge?
Mr. K made.
I don't know
the
anything
statements
about
in
that shit.
regards to revenge.
What statement? What the hell's he
Okay,
talking about?
because it does say in the statement of claim that Mr. Ramee made that comment about Mr. K. If you read it,
Yeah, I never gave
closely.
any
So,
statement about you.
thanks for
which one?
clearing that up. The statement of claim, where it states that Mr. K left intensive care and whatnot, says that the defendant made a statement about Mr. K seeking revenge.
He may as well have as well.
So I didn't.
Okay, so both are true.
No, he said may as well, which means I didn't.
Yeah, may means that he may, Mr. Al Rahman may have as well. But when I made my reference just now, it was in regards.
If
to
you don't know,
Mr. K.
that's fine. If
Your Honor,
don't
could
know,
you not
that's
hear my
fine. I just-
objection before the question was answered?
No, I couldn't, counselor.
Alrighty, well, it's been answered. So,
All right. But yeah, that's if you don't know, that's fine. I'll leave it at that. I don't have any further questions. Co-counsel.
Murph,
do you have
what
anything?
statement? I never gave a statement to Brian.
Murphy, how
I
do
never
you
gave
have
a,
anything
I never
further?
gave a statement saying.
Yeah, he
Now
just
that-
said that you gave a statement.
No,
that
Your
you-
Honor.
You
that-
should ask him what
now
statement.
that
What was
he's
he talking about?
admitted that
Ask for
Ramee was in
redirect.
cuffs, how do you feel
There
about
is no
trying to
statement
call
of
it?
yours about
none, Your
that
Honor.
in evidence
Go with
whatsoever.
witness.
That's what I'm saying.
Director Knight, you can go ahead and step down at this time.
Awesome.
Just
Thank
gonna
you
say
very much.
Will
call
you
a
be marking the
sidebar
witness for
and
recall?
end all questions about that interrogation
Yes.
now that we've proven it was illegal.
You are marking him
Because
for
they're going to
recall.
continue to ask about it to build a
Director,
scene.
you must remain.
All right, thank you.
I don't want to belabor the point. We already will bring it up at the end again, so the judge
Prosecution, your
remembers.
next witness, please.
But bringing it up over and over again.
We're
is
gonna
not
call Corrections Officer Carmine Costello.
Mr.
They're
Costello.
positively burying themselves right now, and they
Come on
don't
out.
even know it. We're exactly where we want to be.
Yeah. I would just put in your something, any question that was
Hey,
answered about that
Carmine.
interrogation if you find that to be illegal.
Hey,
strike that from
buddy.
the record.
This is gonna be interesting.
Looking good.
Yeah, it's going to be the highlight of
Yeah, he is.
the whole trial, I think.
I got to swear in the witness, Your Honor.
Yeah, go ahead. He's
Okay.
seated. Go ahead.
Raise your left hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury? So help you Han.
Who is harm?
With your chest, Carmine. Speak
Your
out.
Honor, we can't hear him.
I do. I do.
And
The witness has been sworn in.
Thank you. Counselor, floor is yours.
Alrighty, can you please
God.
state your name and rank for the record?
My name is Carmine Costello, third of my name, former commander of the Unified Police Force, current guard of the DOC.
He was never former commander. He's lying already.
and former member of the Davis Police Force.
Righty.
Stockbroker part-time. I do stocks as well.
Congratulations. All right. As per the People's A through M, there was an ongoing feud between the DOC and members of the criminal organization known as Chain Gang. Were you involved in this feud?
Sorry, criminal organization.
Also,
named
Brian
Chain
said
Gang?
I accused Carmine of doing it. Why did they
Correct.
focus so much on you and not Carmine?
I don't know them as such.
Okay.
If that's the
Are
main
you aware of
reason.
who I'm referring to then?
If you're
I don't-
referring to that crony,
I don't know what they're
man and
doing.
Fucking goons.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, sure. I'm acquainted.
His whole reasoning for you is
know them.
apparently some statement I
The
made.
existence.
But he also said I made a statement.
Alrighty,
against,
I will go
Every
back to
evidence
my
is-
original
is in
question.
you, not
then.
even me.
Were you involved in that ongoing feud?
For me to refer to it as a few would insinuate that they're my equals. They're not my equals. They're beneath me. They're like cockroaches. Would you feud with a cockroach?
Well,
No,
this
you'd
is
step on it.
good for us.
Crush it. Right then and there. Be done with it.
Okay, so he's threatening to crush us and kill us.
Yep. Crush you like a bug.
I mean,
this
I'm
a
pretty sure we
point
can get
of,
this whole
a
whole
lot of
testimony
emotion
thrown
for
away
you?
now.
Mr. Costello?
I think he's
If
doing it
you're
on
not
purpose.
apparent, yes. I despise them.
100% he is.
They
Yeah.
ruined my life. They've taken
not gonna-
everything from me.
Okay. And how have they
Rosa,
ruined
why
your
do you,
life?
Rosa, why do you keep talking to me when Carmine is being the loudest?
First of all,
Fine, I won't talk to you.
Mr. K right there,
Well, just
using
ask
his
me now. Nope. not
bosom,
now.
managed to lure my blood brother
It's
Tinker
impossible. This minute's too loud.
to his side to suckle on his teeth. Tinker picked
Wait, what the
him
fuck?
over me.
What?
Tinker, like the Sith Lord he is, he took my
you suck
brother from
Carmen's
me
dick,
first. That's where he
Mr. K?
started.
I heard a Star Wars
And then,
I
reference.
was
then
saying
he took my
and I'm
job
gonna say
after.
it, I'm
Did you
gonna
just
say
claim I
it.
sucked Tinker's dick?
He is, I mean,
Yes.
a completely biased witness.
I
at
did.
this
heard
point,
that.
And I think Normanson,
no,
he's already
Oh, yeah.
I think
picked
you
up
said
on
the other
it,
way
but
around.
It was a
still.
shake. It was a,
Mr.
it's a
K.
line
Dick,
from
you can
Shakespeare.
He
object
said
to anything
suckle
you
on
want
his
to
dick.
At this point.
Teeth. I said teeth. Titties.
Yeah.
Suckle on his
Titties.
teeth.
Booba.
So sucking on his titties.
Him suck.
I just want to clarify for
matter?
the record.
Doesn't matter. Moving on. He lured Tinker into his embrace, and then he proceeded to get me fired from my place of work after pestering me, getting kidnapped by him and his cronies.
Ramee,
every
you should
fucking
ask him if he was
day.
once the leader of Shanghai.
Motherfucker. And I guess the smoke, which is forever, followed me to DOC, and now they got problems with me and the grudge, I suppose. So yes, you'll be correct in that assessment.
Okay, were the defendants involved in this feud?
The defendants being?
Mr. Al-Rahman and Mr. Almirian.
That'd be Ramee and Miguel, Carmine, to keep it simple for you.
Yes. Yes, they took part in making my life a living hell. Yes.
Did they ever state their reasoning as to why they were doing this?
Ramee did. Insecurities.
What the fuck?
So you're saying
Okay,
the defendant
what
is
the fuck?
insecure?
Yes, very much so.
Did he say what he was insecure about?
Objection, projecting.
His wife.
Hold on, Carmine. When there's an objection on the floor, you don't answer.
Excuse me?
Gonna bring his wife into this?
Counselor Braun, you know
Thank you.
that projecting isn't an objection. Is there one that you want to go with instead, or?
Yeah, I'll just go with narrative because he's like just telling his whole life story up there and see if that sticks.
My story is worth telling, Braun! And what they did to me, that's
Shut
why
up,
I'm
Carmine.
here.
Shut up, Carmine.
Hey Murphy, let me cross examine.
Your Honor, I asked a.
Yeah.
I asked a pretty simple
Show him
question
what
on
that suits do,
if
baby.
the defendant never stated
look,
what the insecurity
I'm about to
was.
rip him up a new ass.
Question on the
No,
floor, so you're saying the defendant is insecure. I don't think that necessarily.
All right,
calls
just be
for a
careful.
narrative. It's
Don't like
inherently a
tamper
yes
with
or
him.
no
You know what I mean?
question. Carmine, you can answer.
No,
That's
no
it.
threats whatsoever.
Yeah, I won't.
He was afraid I was gonna Ramee 22 his ass.
Can you elaborate what a Ramee 22 is?
I'd rather not.
That's crazy.
Objection, the witness is non-responsive?
Yeah, I want to know what the meaning of that is.
Yo, Carmine, do tell, please.
I'm not. No.
Carmine, please tell us.
Ramee,
I'll allow it.
Mr. Costello,
Guy's a psycho.
please answer the question.
I'm not gonna answer the question.
A motion for contempt for this witness for not answering.
Mr. Costello, I will give you contempt if you don't answer the questions that are being asked.
Wow,
of
look
you.
how they treat this poor man.
He was talking about starting up a podcast too.
Mr.
What the
There
fuck?
you go. You happy?
I did say that yesterday, remember?
He screamed smoking
yeah, we
energy.
did.
What do you want from me? There you go. Am I good now? You got the answer.
Oh, what was the name
Have
of the
you ever
podcast gonna be? Just curious.
I don't fucking know.
Was it No Humper?
Sounds about right.
You claim the defendant has a small dick. Have you ever confirmed this?
No energy. It's a figure of speech. It means he's not that guy. He's not that guy.
All right, we'll move on.
That's
Thank you.
crazy. Who put
That
that, up
is-
there?
Your Honor, that's entered in the People's U, I think it is. I just thought it was relevant to the line of questioning. That's all.
Oh,
Who
God.
the fuck is that, Ramee?
If I was Ramee, I'd just take
Who the fuck is that,
sentence
Carmela?
at this point.
Is that Ray Romanov?
Hey, come on. What about
Ramee,
you
you
rolled
can't
the
get turned on in
dice?
court, bro. Come on.
I can explain.
Just tuck it under your belt
Come
buckle, bro.
on. Come on. What about you rolled the dice,
Come on, bro. You can't be
Go
getting
ahead.
fucking horned up in court.
Wait, huh?
Huh?
Ramee, you're getting roasted right now, but I'm not going to hear about
It's
that.
okay,
I wanna
just
hear more
wait,
about,
just-
the charges against
Nah,
you.
joke's on them. He likes
Bro,
that
it's
shit.
very unorthodox.
With the understanding that this
Joke's on you, Your Honor. I like that shit.
Oh my god.
Can we have it
So
entered
it's
into evidence
fucking
that
true.
the defendant has
Yes.
a humiliation kink?
Yes,
Okay.
it's entered into the record.
I'm just kidding, Your Honor. I'm just kidding. No, please
He
not
is
put that on
a
record.
cuck.
That line saves you
Put it
from
on his
everything, man. It's
MDW
worth it.
now.
No, not on his MDW, but it's on the sports record. I have it written.
I mean,
I'll put it in
we're happy
bolding.
to do a joint motion for that to be on his MDW, Your Honor, if the defense counsel wants that.
It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna bomb the courthouse.
Look, it's in the court record. I'm not gonna put
Just
it on the
hold on.
MDW. That's not
It's
the
not real.
appropriate place to put it.
It's
but,
AI. It's AI.
This court will forever remember, for better or worse, that Ramee Al-Rahmi.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I swear.
Please continue with your line of questioning pertaining to these charges, please.
Yeah, of course. Okay. How many times were you attacked by the, as you stated, that man over there and his goons?
That's leading. How many times have you been attacked? Isn't it?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Do I answer?
But she has put the bets on the sports book as well.
I'll hear a rebuttal.
Your Honor, it's not leading.
It's not. The foundation's been laid about the ongoing feud. She's just asking how many times he's been attacked.
Feud doesn't imply attacking.
It's not leading. She's not putting the answer in his mouth. Carmine, you can answer the question.
Numerous times, countless times. A lot. A lot of times.
I'm not going to make any money off of this not guilty.
Okay. In what ways were you attacked?
More people need to vote guilty.
Give me my phone. I'll vote. Give me your phone.
Sorry, did you not hear my question?
Sorry, could you ask again? My apologies. I got
Yeah,
flustered.
Yeah, in what ways were you
Only
attacked?
Extra phone, Rosa. I want it back.
Thank you.
There was this one time where this one room.
Crazy.
He calls it the Splatoon.
The fuck?
Could you elaborate?
I don't want. He
Your
spit
Honor,
on me.
objection. Witness is not responsive.
He spit on me.
I'll fucking back you up.
Your Honor, this is the prosecution's witness, so you know if she can't even control him, I don't know what hope we have.
Carmine, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna say this.
Oh my god.
Who the hell
Jesus
said-
Christ.
Who said that?
Bobby, really, Bobby? Seriously?
My bad, dude.
Yeah, that does sound like Bobby.
I don't know if you were here from the start, but I'm giving out 200 months and $20,000 in fines for contempt. So if that was you, I'd recommend not doing it again.
I'm clocking on duty after this.
My rebuttal about controlling my own witness. Unfortunately, it's Mr. Costello. I don't think anyone can control him. He's like that child you would have and
All right,
kind of just
hold
forget
on.
about him.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in simple words for you, Mr. Costello.
Yes.
If you say something, be prepared to explain it.
Okay.
If you don't, contempt. Is that understood?
The man's a freak. He's an animal.
Can't afford
Well,
that.
I don't want to go on record having to say the things he did.
Don't bring them up in your answers, sir.
Can I keep it vague and just say he's a bad person? He's a bad guy.
Oh, well, they can
Permission to
ask further
coach the
questions
people's
based on that,
witness.
sir.
It's haunting me.
They can ask further questions based on your answers, sir, and you do
Okay.
have to answer them unless they're objected to or something to that effect.
Why is he
Please continue, counselor.
He car bombs my car. He does that a lot. I am now. I go through a routine where I walk up to my car and I look at it for 5 minutes, and I ask myself, "Do I want to get blown up today, or should I just walk? Maybe there's not a bomb in my car. I should probably just walk just to be sure. But it's so far. I don't want to go all the way over there on my and walk. And plus, my car, such a nice car, should be used, driven in. But what if you put a bomb in my car? Then I go back inside my apartment and say, fuck it all. I'll try tomorrow."
And how many times has the defendant used explosives on your vehicle?
Every other day.
What?
For how long?
Oh, fuck.
For Ramee, how long have you been blowing up my shit for? Sorry, what? He probably knows.
Never ever.
Objection. Witnesses
Carmine,
asking questions.
questions here. You don't get to ask the defendant questions to answer your question.
I can't give you a number.
Can we, Your Honor, I want to do a motion for like mandatory law training for Carmine following this. You know, he seems to be really
God,
confused how
no.
this works.
I'm not on trial.
I think it would be important as a corrections officer.
God.
You think this is bad? Wait till I cross-examine
I'm not
you.
even certain that that Carmine finished the 8th grade. So I don't know what mandatory law training would do. Is he would either eat the books, or it would go in one
You
ear
never
and out
finished
the
8th
other.
grade, man? How the
So
fuck
I
did
don't
you
want to
cop?
mandate that and waste.
Or was?
time.
Okay.
Carmine, just answer the damn questions.
All right, ask away. Wait, you just call me stupid?
Yes, Carmine. Yes, I did.
Anybody got food?
Asshole.
Yeah, I got you. I got some for you, Ramen, if you need it. Oh, you got
Don't
some.
say that's contempt. He called you an asshole, Judge.
Oh my God, the predator's here.
You need to eat.
Bro, those chips were really
I'm
good.
doing scav runs while you do this, bro. So get me all this.
Did you
We're
finish
at,
the 8th
how
grade?
many- Thank you.
Did I what?
Mr.
Finish the
Mr.
eighth?
Costello, did you finish the 8th grade?
I was homeschooled.
Okay. All right. Thank you for answering that in the
What do you mean?
the negative.
shows?
Alrighty. All right. Let's continue.
My father was a Harvard graduate, alumni. So
So how did you beat the fuck up? Sorry, Your Honor. My bad.
it takes one to know one.
Ramee, please.
So he
don't
admitted
worry.
it
You'll
on
get plenty of
stand.
chances to ask questions.
Oh,
here
this
in just
cross exam is
moments,
gonna be
sir.
beautiful, Your Honor.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Okay. Where were you during the events of the People's End? These are the bombings of the STSO and MRPD.
The SDSO, is that when I was told to go in to defuse it? I tried to be a hero, but I walked out like Gus Fring. You know that one scene? The guy in the wheelchair who goes tick, tick, tick. And Gus walks out half his face blown off. Where I did that, I reenacted that to the T, but I didn't collapse because I ain't a bitch like Gus Fring. Yeah, I remember that.
I have a question from the bench. Gus Fring or Harvey Dent, Carmine?
But Gus Fring.
Okay. Please continue, Counselor.
Because I'm not crazy.
How did you arrive at the STSO?
I was called there.
Okay,
By
true
whom?
so far.
By Mr. K.
Okay, and what was the reason you were
I?
called there for?
I thought he was called by the officer. Was he called by me?
At the time, I was poor, impoverished, so I figured I needed some money, and nobody else would pick up. And I figured, what's the worst that could happen? What, he tries to blow me up in my car again? So I took a gamble and called him and asked him for $500,000.
Oh, he called me.
I should have realized he was fucking with me when he said yes. He never says yes. He told me to meet him at Sandy Shores, so I head over there to meet him.
All right, and at any point did you enter the STSO?
No, the door was locked as soon as I got there.
That was Bobby. Got a nice rapid
Did you have any prior knowledge of the explosive?
I found out about what I thought was a bomb, what turned out to be a bomb as soon as I got there, because I heard the tick ticking. I heard it ticking away. It was ticking. It was.
So to confirm, you didn't have any knowledge prior to that regarding the explosive?
No, none whatsoever.
Okay. And you stated that you were there when the explosion went off. Is that correct?
Yes, I was there. I was there when it went off.
Still crying.
Alrighty. And following the explosion, what happened?
I walk away with shrapnel in my face. He's there, Mr. K. The commissioner. The commissioner's there. So is Bison and Tessa. And they put me in cuffs. Because this dumbass is screaming it was me who did it.
Could you specify who is this dumbass?
Mr. K.
Okay.
You're the dumbass!
Don't you ever
Mr.
talk like
K,
that.
I know he called you a dumbass, so
wait,
I'll give you a little bit of leeway here, but let's limit the outbursts. Don't stoop down to his level, Mr. K.
True, I'm above him. You're right.
Thank you.
It's true.
Alrighty. In the People's End, there are 3 911s that mention your name. Are you aware of this?
No, they locked me in a jail cell. I wasn't told anything. I know nothing. I found out the commissioner died 2 days after he died.
Okay. And where were you when the explosion at MRPD happened?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know when it happened. Nobody told me nothing.
He just said 2 days
All I know
after,
is
so
that
he would know
died.
that it was 2 days
The
prior.
last person's face he saw was that man right there. He should be on trial.
Fucking picture's still up there.
Well,
Carmine's gotta be, like,
we have
the
defendants
most
here of
unreliable
Mr.
witness.
O'Rahman and Mr. Almirian. But we're going to continue as such.
I don't play that shit.
So these 3 911s mention your name, asking for your release. Do you have any individuals you're close to who would have done this?
With all due respect,
How come I knew?
I'm probably the most hated person in Los Santos. You think someone will go out of their way to cause mass harm and devastation just to free me? They'll probably do the opposite, if I'm being frank.
And what would the opposite be?
Blow up the precinct I'm in.
Eager's here too.
Right. And
Wait,
during that
so was he
ongoing
in-
feud that was formally mentioned, was there any cases where individuals tried to pass off as your friends?
No.
Okay. And just to confirm, based on what you're saying regarding how you're the, again, just for the record, the most hated man in the city, is your assertion that someone is posing as one of your friends?
Maybe. I can't answer that definitively.
Okay.
Case is looking good for us, I have to say.
Alrighty.
I haven't really had
just to
any.
confirm, you said you were in custody during the MRPD bombing. Would
Real
it have been possible at
evidence.
all for you to plant that bomb?
Yeah.
See her face.
I'm not saying I did, but I wish I had the skill set to pull something off like that.
It seems to be all about me. Yeah, they're blaming me for.
And just to confirm, when you arrived at SDSO, the bomb was already planted?
Yes, it was already planted.
And who were you with when you arrived?
I was with Red Harrington.
And the Ramee's pings.
I'll defer to my co-counsel.
Wake up. This is not a coincidence.
I
think you
of
got
any
this, man.
relevant questions that wouldn't just be trolling Carmine, Your Honor, so I'll pass the witness.
Oh, you're up.
Yeah, this has been
You're up,
really
Ramee.
eye-opening.
I should have peed before this. I got to pee so bad.
All
Don't believe
right.
too much.
Oh, he's gonna
Hey, Carmine, how you doing today?
Do I have to address him, Your Honor?
Yes, you do. You're on the stand.
How rude.
Today's a good day for me. Today's a really good day for me.
Why is that?
All things considered.
And twisted.
Why is it a good day for me?
Yes.
Calling him a liar? Yes.
Just, I woke up on the right side of the bed. It's
Carmine, I got a question for you. You, the very first question Odessa here, the prosecutor asked you was, what is your name? You said that you were Carmine Costello, former commander of DOC. Is that right?
No. I did not say that. I said the Unified Police Force.
You never said commander of DOC.
No, didn't say the command of DOC.
Right, Your Honor. I would like to state that I have it in my notes here that he specifically said
Well, your
commander
notes
of
are
DOC.
wrong.
Hold on.
You're wrong. You
pause.
ain't got the answers, Ramee.
Good thing
you
I
ain't got
have-
the answers.
Ramee, good thing I have very detailed notes here. She asked his name and rank. His exact answer is, quote, my name is Carmine Costello,
He said
third of my
Unified
name,
PD.
former commander of the UPD, guard of the DOC, and former member of the
Okay, it's
UPD.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're getting started. We're just getting started here, Carmine. Don't worry.
Carmine got one on him.
I'm gonna.
He also
need to
stated he does stocks.
Step
on
over
the
here
side.
for a second.
Right.
Are you sweating? Is that drool coming
Not at
down
all.
your
Not
face?
at all. Not at all. Now, you said that the chain gang or the defendants here, or however you want to call them, were cockroaches, correct?
I'd like to rephrase that. Can I rephrase it?
Sure. Go ahead.
Referring to you peons as cockroaches is disrespectful to cockroaches. You're beneath cockroaches. Cockroaches step on you. You're a cockroach's cockroach.
Okay. 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 All right. Why is that, Carmine?
Cause you some low down motherfuckers. That's all there's to it. You're bad people.
Why are we bad people? What makes you think we are bad people?
Cause
Honestly,
you just I can't. You're just bad people.
we want to keep him out.
So you have no reason to call us bad people.
I have plenty of reason.
But you're not explaining it though.
You can't control your bodily fluids. I mean spit. Not other.
That makes me a peon and a cockroach below cockroaches.
Yes.
I don't know where I was
yes,
going with this.
Yes, that's my opinion. And frankly, I'm gonna say it. Carmela's too good for you.
Okay, we'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to that. Don't worry. So you said that Mr. K precisely has taken everything from you and he got you fired. Yada yada yada. Correct?
Yes, I said that.
How did he get you fired?
Targeted incrimination.
Explain.
Okay, he's cooking.
Recording fake recordings.
Excuse me?
This was, I mean, this is on the record.
So
Defamation, slander.
you gotta explain here more. You know, there needs to you gotta let's go in depth. Let's go into it. Come on, let's hear it.
What do you want to hear?
You said fake recordings. How did he? What did he do to give you a fake recording? Or you mind explain that to the people of the courts?
I don't want to bring that into scope.
I'm cross-examining your statement from what you gave to the prosecutor.
Carmine, remember that thing I told you like 8 to 10 minutes ago about, you know,
Okay,
you don't...
alright. Okay.
When you mention things, you have to be ready to explain them.
He tied me up in a dark room, point a gun to my head, and told me to say things.
What
he said
the
it turned
fuck?
him on. These are... That's the truth. You were there for some of them. You know this.
Really? Tied you up in a dark room. Now, this was like an everyday thing, or this was once in a while? Explain.
Once every couple days, like maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
He's not wrong, but
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a deep hatred for Mr. K and his friends.
Deep hatred?
Yeah, deep hatred. You would love to see me die by execution tonight.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm asking you a
more
question.
Prejudicial.
Hold
Objection
on.
more prejudicial than probative.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Your Honor, he
I'm
just
gonna-
answered the question.
I understand that. I'm going to strike.
Yeah, he said
from the
yes.
record.
he stated
Okay.
earlier he wants to squash us like cockroaches.
The answer and the objection were based.
Your Honor, if I can, can I ask a question?
Counselor, I can't stop your witness from just saying that.
Can I get an assist here, Ramee?
Now,
Your Honor, in all fairness, Carmine did say he wanted to crush them like a bug in his original statements.
That is duly noted for the record.
Now,
Now, I will say I'm going to step in here real quick. As much as you know, deep diving and examining this feud is
me, Pigeon.
Hey, guys.
moderately relevant. Let's try and turn back towards the charges if possible.
Your Honor, okay.
Your Honor, the people have no objection to Ramee continuing to roast Carmine.
Your Honor, I'm not roasting
nothing.
Carmine. I'm building
Attempting to
Yeah, can I have a sidebar here, Your Honor, really quick?
Yeah,
Sidebar?
you
We'll take a
you
sidebar.
need that.
Carmine,
you
you
need
stay
that.
there. We'll go off to the
I'm
side.
too much for you, little guy.
Let me go pee real quick.
Fella.
Carmine, shut up.
Credibility, Your Honor.
How do you do it?
What? Is he discrediting me over there?
Yeah, Zanny.
Yeah.
Paula, you're okay. I fuck with you.
If I walk up and take a seat, someone would know that.
Big W, Murphy.
Yeah.
You're not like those other
All right, now, Carmine.
And Miguel
You
is also
said that Mr. K is the leader of the chain gang, correct?
Objection, misstatement of testimony.
It's actually
Really?
It's actually me.
I was the lead.
It is you.
So, beautiful.
I don't
That was
show
my next
anything
question.
That shows that he stated anything about Mr. K being the leader specifically. He just referred to Mr. K and his cronies.
Okay, right. Carmine, were you ever leader of the chain gang?
Yes. Yes, I was the leader, and I made all these bitches bend the knee to me. Yes.
Oh my God.
I made him say "Hail Carmine" 3 times We changed the name of the cubby to the Castellabi. I made them my bitches for a day. They made me food. They got me a nice carpet. They blew me up in it.
So you are attesting to the fact that you made a group of people do things against the law, correct?
What? No. Swearing allegiance to me doesn't mean I didn't make you do nothing bad. I just made you my cronies.
What does that mean?
In layman terms, I made you my bitch.
Okay. And you were.
Day.
Okay. So let's fast forward this cross.
I'm not done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
You guys notice how he didn't get me for perjury? It's true. He knows it's true. This happened. Let it be known to everybody. I was there, Hefe, once. That's all.
Oh my lord! Shut up, girl. Oh, shut up, girl.
Okay.
Girl.
Let's fast forward this cross-examination here.
Thank you, please, Ramee.
And let's get to the your car, right? You said that your car had multiple car bombs on it, correct?
Sometimes it would be your cars.
Excuse me?
Sometimes you'd use your own cars. You'd give me gifts and say, "Hey, Carmine, take this."
Carmine, do you own a vehicle in the city of Los Santos?
Yes, I do.
Which one is it?
I own a decommissioned Taurus.
Okay, so you're not allowed to drive that around, correct?
One time I used it to pitch you at.
Okay, so when you said that your cars got car bombed, you don't have a car, right? So you rent cars every day, isn't that correct?
I do rent cars, but not every day.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Let's fast forward this. So you said that you never stepped foot into the SDSO, correct? On that day of that bombing, right?
Yes, I said that.
Okay, and then you said that you heard the beeping of the bomb, correct?
Yes, I heard that.
Okay, and then the explosion went off, correct?
Yeah, that did happen.
Okay, so I just want to let it be known in the courts, Your Honor, that he never stepped foot into the building. He was in the perimeter of the building.
Already got that noted for the record, counsel.
Now, you said
Mr.
that
Roman.
after the explosion went off, you saw Mr. K, Bison, and Tessa, correct?
Yes, I did.
So that means you did not see me at the SDSO building, correct?
Yes, I didn't see you at the
Hey, Your
SDSO
Honor.
building.
Sure, what's up?
Sorry. There was a misstatement or an issue with our notes. We're good. Sorry. I was going to
Understood.
object to a certain point. Yep.
Yep, thank you. Objections withdrawn.
Why is that fucking?
I'm going to ask it one more time. You did not see me at SDSO the day of the explosion, correct?
Would a spit trail count? I'm joking. No, I didn't see him. I didn't see him at the SDSO.
You did not, right?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
All right. That is all, Your Honor. I'll leave the next question to Murphy.
Murphy, you got anything you want to join in on this dog pile?
Actually, my
What?
line of questioning,
Where'd you learn to cook like
believe
that?
it or not, Ramee covered, so we're good.
Oh, really?
Damn.
Yeah, I was
Oh
gonna
my
I was
God.
gonna question the bias and all that. So
Oh,
Alright,
yeah.
Good on you,
Good
Mr.
job.
I mean, it's
Good
pretty
job.
obvious.
Redirect.
Of
from
course,
the
Your Honor, of course.
prosecution.
I really got stuck in there, huh?
He's been eating good.
Prosecution, anything on redirect?
Yeah,
Or?
we went to Burger Shot.
Okay.
I just got like one single question.
Sure.
He's gonna talk shit about me, Bundy.
No, I'm not, Carmine. You should know me better than that. Carmine, if you could plant a bomb at any location in Los Santos, where would you plant it?
I'm over being a man.
And it was legal for a day.
I'll give you the
Sure, for the hypothetical
This will not
purposes.
incriminate me.
Nope.
Will it?
I can just
I hope not.
Okay.
No surprise
You're
terrorism,
so
Jack in the
smart.
boxes.
No, we don't do
I know,
thought
dude. I
crimes.
know.
The answer's I'll bomb the shit out of that compound.
What?
Okay, so the CG copy, is that right?
Yes.
So your former home turf and headquarters, correct?
He did the CG question.
What the hell?
That's it. He used to be a leader of the gang. Brian.
I can piece that together, Mr. Ramen.
Okay.
All right, that's all I've got.
What'd Carmine say?
All right, cool.
I figured that would be the answer.
I think that's it for them for now, Carmine. Braun, is he marked for redirect for recall?
no, I think between the three of us, we've established that he has a bias against Chang Gang. So I think we're good with Carmine.
Okay.
On that front.
Okay. Carmine,
done.
you're free to go.
Hey, Carmine.
I've been
Yeah.
counting, and your name's been said one time ago.
Have a nice night, buddy. Stay safe.
Thank you, Carmine.
Stay
Can't wait for
stay
you
safe,
bitches
Carmine.
to rot in hell.
You're
Just here
perfect.
for-
Just stay
You're
there
a
and look
sick
pretty.
animal.
Don't even open your mouth.
Exactly.
You're
That's
the
what I'm
devil,
saying.
Carmine.
Prosecution, you
that's
any
me.
additional witnesses at this time?
Yeah, Sergeant Aaron Bison.
Oh, gotcha.
Ooh,
guys.
he's so sexy and hot.
Your Honor, we would like it noted for the court record that Sergeant Bison is the runner-up for the 2023 Vibe Killer of the Year in PD.
Really?
Second only to Bloom.
Vibe
correct?
killer.
No, actually, second to Harvey Holden.
I could buy it.
Oh Jesus. Okay, I believe that.
Is Harvey here? We should have him do his impression of Hayes. No, it's okay. He's not here.
No,
Never mind.
no, I don't want to hear that ever again. Go ahead and swear the witness on, please.
Okay, raise your left hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury, so help you Han?
I do.
Your Honor, the witness has been sworn in.
What happens if
Aaron Counselor, the floor is yours for this one.
I think they can't talk to you.
Alrighty. Please state your name and right for the record.
Sergeant Aaron Bison, LSPD, God of War.
Alrighty,
Recently, father of the deceased.
Alrighty. And do you have any specialties in the UPD?
I'm a shooter. I'm a driver. I'm a scene leader. I'm an EOD head lead.
For the court's record, can you explain what EOD is?
Explosive ordnance disposal. Essentially, if there's a bomb involved or any kind of explosive, then the EOD certified individuals will go in and handle the situation.
Okay. And where are you on
Oh, he's
duty
gonna say
the
what happened
12th
on the
of
roof,
July?
probably.
Yeah.
Were you involved in the incidents of the People's N as in November? These are the bombing of the SDSO and MRPD.
Stop.
One second.
Hey, babe. I'm so happy you're not dead.
One second. I got a bingo card. One moment.
Please let that be Carmine.
Why the fuck wasn't I?
It unfortunately wasn't.
Yeah, he's not hired, so.
Fuck, I just need Big D to show up at bingo.
Really? You guys justify against me?
I wasn't testifying against you.
You're justifying for Carmine.
I'm gonna. I don't know. It's not popping up. My fucking reports.
No, I didn't even give it.
I don't see it on the I see it on the docket, but I can't like look at the report itself because
no one called me in for this, so I don't think I am.
You looking at investigative reports, not recent?
That might be why I don't have access to that then.
I'm gonna airdrop.
Oh, I found it.
done any of
I got
that
it.
shit.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
I just pretty much told him
Yeah, I was.
Carmine
Yeah, I
didn't
was
do
there.
anything for a mill, so.
All right.
I was there. Yes.
So fucking alike.
Perfect. Alrighty.
That's my twin. That's my
Were
twin.
you at the SDSO?
Yeah.
Okay, and how did you arrive there?
I drove.
Okay, and why did you go to the SDSO?
There was a bomb threat called in.
Could you elaborate on how you specifically would be called for this?
I can't remember if it was a 911 call. Like somebody threw in 911 over dispatch. Due to the, I was at an ongoing call and I had to break off of it because somebody threw in 911
We can't let that happen.
for a bomb threat and needed a member of EOD to show up.
Okay, and did you attempt to defuse this bomb?
No, not the SDS one.
Okay, and what was the reasoning for that?
By the time I got on scene, I looked at the bomb and I had about a minute and a half left. I said I'm going to try to defuse it, get everybody away from the PD or the sheriff's office. At which point, Bat told me not to touch it because he has info and he was talking to people, so I didn't do anything to it. And then I had 30 seconds left, and I said, Bass, if you don't get somebody over here right now, it's going to blow up. And then at which point, by the time he finally got back to me, it was about 15 seconds left. So I said, all right, this is just going to have to blow up. I can't do anything about this. And then I got off the roof.
Alrighty. Just to confirm, you told people to get to safety. Did you take any other safety measures?
I put barriers around the bomb. I told people to get away.
Sprays perfume on Bobby.
That's about it.
I know I've been
That's what
mentioned
officers
so
not
much
letting
in this
anybody
case,
near
bro.
the sheriff's
Surprised I'm
office.
not being fucking. I guess I.
And were you
well,
there when
it's
the
hard
bomb
to charge
exploded?
me because
Yeah, I was right across the street when it went off.
I was
Okay,
inside.
and what was the
you know,
damage?
each time?
Oh my god. The roof caved in, windows smashed, doors non-existent, dust everywhere, explosive residue all over the walls. You know, offices unrecognizable. Entire place just caved in.
Alrighty. And after the explosion at the SDSO, what did you do?
I immediately I noticed that there were 911 stating or Carmine was taken into custody for questioning, and then immediately after 911 started going out saying, "Give us Carmine, or there'll be another bomb."
Yeah, somebody's getting murked out there.
It's going to be EMS. They unfortunately are not able to
Oh, it sounds
meet
like
it
it's
here.
coming from my radio. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Was that the end of your answer?
While I was getting 911 calls, oh yeah, there it is. Hey, there's a picture of it right there.
Perfect.
That's a good picture, actually.
Could you elaborate on those 911s?
Very
Yeah,
artistic.
they were stating. I believe Carmine was in custody for questioning at this point. The dumbass decided to go run up to the sheriff's office to, in quotes, try to defuse it. It blew up before he even walked in the front door, and he walked away like he actually did something, which he did nothing, as per usual. So they took him into custody because it was believed that he was the one to have a play or a hand in planting the bomb. But while he was in custody, another bomb was planted at Mission Road PD, and I was called to go over there.
Okay.
Oh, that's a dope pick.
Did you attempt to protect people
this the last
from
witness?
this explosive?
Yeah, I told everybody to get at least a
Wait,
block
am I getting
away
called
from
up there at some point?
the PD. If they were inside the PD, they were to get out of the PD. You know, nobody was allowed in or out. I believe there was one. Sorry, let me think for a second. Okay, yeah, I believe there was one EOD person and one. I think Sergeant Lane was there. I don't remember who the EOD person was. It wasn't me, but it was somebody else. They went up and they cleared out MRPD to look for the bomb. They found it. I told them to get out, and then I went up to the roof to attempt to defuse it.
Okay, and was anyone helping you defuse the bomb?
No.
Alrighty, was anyone else there with you when you were attempting to defuse the bomb?
Yeah, Kay and Bass were.
Okay, and
I did that.
What was Commissioner Bass's role in being there?
I was in the middle of trying to figure out the bomb, and Bass says, "Wait, I have somebody coming. They're going to help defuse the bomb." And I said, "You better hurry the fuck up. It's got less than 2 minutes left." And then he comes up there with Kay, and then I was like, "Kay, what fucking color is it?" And Kay just walks around me, goes up to Bass and said, "At least we're gonna go out together," and then hugged him. Bass screamed, "Kay, what the fuck?" And I said, "All right, I guess I'm gonna have to do this. I guess the color right." And I was only 1 square off from defusing before it went off.
So to confirm,
Yeah, it's like a. Sorry.
So to confirm, Mr. K did not provide any insight for defusing this bomb?
No.
Okay. So you stated Mr. K said something. Did Commissioner Bass say anything prior to the explosion going off?
Yeah, he just said, "I'm bringing Kay up." He said he knows what the color is or like what to do, and I said, "Okay." And then I said, "Kay, what's the color?" And then Kay hugged Bass and said, "At least we're gonna go
Am I
together."
gonna get a
And
question
Bass
about
just
this?
said, "Hey, what the fuck?"
I already know what to say.
And I screamed it.
You're not listed as a witness.
Oh. Why are they going so in on this then?
Strange.
Alrighty. Let me see if I can.
They've been talking about me a lot this game.
Okay.
Oh my god. Is that like a glitch in the Matrix?
I already know what to say. When I got up there, there was already only 5 seconds left. What the fuck am I can't, no time to defuse it. I didn't have time. I realized that was it. No time for me and Bass to get out of the building or anything.
Being fishy with you.
I'm going to sit
Like we thought you were gonna maybe be added as a defense.
Bro, I have not even heard Miguel's name be uttered once in this whole fucking trial.
They've
Yeah, I
literally said
feel-
it one time in passing.
I feel like Miguel is the fucking who you of this whole thing. Like, how the fuck does he even?
My name is in that court
I
case
feel
more than
like
Miguel's
Knight
is.
would have had something to say about why Miguel's.
I'm surprised I'm not listed with the amount I've been brought up in this shit.
The whole
Alright,
case
you're s-
hinges on CG hates Carmine. That's their only argument.
Your statement in the People's N states that you were the one to take Carmine into custody. Is this correct?
Did the statement say that? Oh yeah, yeah. I put him in handcuffs and I handed him off to somebody else at SDSO.
Okay, so to confirm, Carmine was in custody during this time.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was in custody. He was in a cell being interrogated. I believe it was by. I think it was by Kovacic because fucking. Excuse me. Carmine had to go to the hospital for something, and Kovacic met him there because of the 911 that came in about the other bomb. So I had to leave the hospital.
Okay, and so was Carmine in custody at the time of the explosion?
I
The second
believe so,
explosion?
yeah. Yeah, I believe so.
Alrighty, I have no further questions.
Okay. Knight, Bundy, anything further?
No, we're good, Your Honor.
Okay. Counselor Braun or Mr. L. Rahman? Any questions for this witness?
Not for me, Your Honor.
I can't really think of
Actually,
any.
I do have one.
Okay.
Sorry.
No,
go,
don't
baby.
apologize.
Let's go,
If you-
baby.
if you have one, go for it.
Bison, did you see me at Mission OPD?
Good question.
You specifically? No.
All right, that's all, Your Honor.
Good shit, bro.
You know,
Good little
someone's gotta remember Miguel here.
Oh yeah,
Did you
I
see
just,
Miguel?
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Dude,
Did you see
so
Miguel
selfish.
at
I've
the
had
same place?
Poor Miguel.
Bro, I'm tired.
No.
Very well.
Seems like you get tired of a lot of these cases, man.
Okay.
You sure you want to be a lawyer?
Is that it on cross
Yeah, I don't
examination?
know. That is all.
That is
Any
all
reader-
for Bison.
Any
No
redirect
redirect.
from the state?
No, we're good.
All right, Bison, you can go ahead and step down. Is he
Am I being
marked
recalled?
for recall?
No.
No, thank you.
Man, what the fuck?
All
Every
right,
time you call
Bison,
a witness,
you're,
I never get recalled.
You're so
Bison,
hot.
you can stay, you can go, you can do whatever the hell you need to do.
I'm playing Half-Life on the laptop. I'll hang out.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Prosecution.
yeah, we're done with witnesses. We're gonna just lump our evidence in with closing, as to not overburden the court with taking up too much time. So the
Sure.
prosecution rests.
Sounds good. With that,
I am so confused.
with the prosecution resting, it would turn over to the defense.
Bro,
We
they
have
have
been
nothing.
going for
What?
about 2
Bro,
hours.
they
at
should have
this
made a
point.
case
Does
on
anybody
me
need
is
a
what it
brief
sounds
recess
like.
To kind of get out
Yeah.
stretched
Exactly
legs,
what it
anything
was.
Like that?
Do we need
Did
like
you
a
see the
little,
case against
little
Fred yesterday?
Type 5 bathroom break kind of thing?
I'll give everyone
Like,
a type 5. We won't call this back in
everything
session
points
at
to
5 after
Pred
the
doing
hour.
this, not you guys.
Fine,
There's
I
like
thought that
tenfold
type five.
evidence of
I'm gonna
him
go pee
killing
in the judge's
Bass.
chambers.
If anyone
Time
needs
to
food, let me
appeal
know.
the
I got
plant,
some.
or-
Wait, what?
What's that?
Bro, I'm so confused at what the fuck just happened. Why the fuck was this case even a thing?
Bro.
Thank you.
And there's
Ain't
a
got
few
shit.
pieces there. Let me know if you need more.
What?
I'm
actually. I mean, have you seen this?
Do nothing wrong. Let him go.
Exactly. That's
Oh,
what
I
I'm
do,
saying,
yeah.
Mary. That's what I'm saying, Mary. That's what
I
I'm
got
saying.
shit, man.
There you go.
I support Romney. Big
I
girl.
appreciate it, dogs. I appreciate it.
Throw it
I
out.
hope y'all
Unless
go
we're
to
missing
fucking
some
jail for
chat.
the way you frame
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I think
I
they
mean, have you
dropped
seen
the
how
ball
this
this
is
time.
going? This is easy win.
I don't understand smart people language, but I guess.
They have nothing.
That's good then, right?
Yeah, we're chilling.
So what is this? Recess before closing statements?
Sorry guys, I was in a scav run. How are we doing?
Fucking
Rami,
jail
we
for the
winning?
way you frame.
Are they about to do closing statements after this?
Yeah.
You framed me.
Damn, then we just gotta wait for verdict.
And that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Is innocent.
I've been
If
scabbing him,
Rami's
bro.
guilty, I'm guilty.
Okay,
Yeah,
relax.
same here.
Whoa,
Same
going on over
guys,
there?
come on. Jaeger, hey, how you been? Haven't seen you in years.
What the fuck, Jaeger?
Jesus.
Haven't seen you in years.
Hey, long
fuck you
time
doing
no
out there?
see.
Jaeger, what is going on?
Very long time we haven't seen.
Long time we've seen each other.
Is
Long
this guy
time.
okay?
Me
Don't
and
agree.
Bobby,
Give
we
me
have
a raise,
not
Bobby.
seen Jaeger in a long time.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, I mean,
Extremely long.
it's been a while. What you guys been up to?
Like 2
Ah,
years.
It's been a
Jaeger.
long time. I don't even know at this point.
I've just been looking for some coffins for Ramee. You know, just in case.
What is this even about?
Someone killed Bass.
You do, Pablo.
That wasn't me.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I know who did it.
Who was it?
Oh, I'm actually pretty sure he did it himself.
Oh.
Damn,
Think he
that's deep.
framed us?
I
That's
think he
deep.
cut the wrong wire on purpose, dude.
Yeah, he was going through it, wasn't he?
All I'm gonna say
That makes
is
sense.
Bison.
Oh,
What
Paris,
Bison
you
said,
food?
he was 1 square off.
Yeah.
Bison
Wait,
claims
Bison
he's a
did it,
shooter
dude.
and a driver,
Maybe
but he
Bison
can't do
wanted
like
a
a
promotion.
basic ass thermite.
Oh my
I think he
gosh.
wanted a
That's
fucking
why he
promotion.
died.
If I'm being
Bison
honest.
wants to be the
Oh
commissioner.
my God, we got it. We got him.
That's facts.
He's a rank chaser
That's
too. He
facts.
probably just wanted a fucking
He
promotion.
is a rank chaser.
That's
he
true,
is.
dude. That's true. That's real fact.
Fuck. Yo, Axel, you okay over there?
Hey, I'll
Yo,
give you $10
Axel,
million
what's up,
for that
dude?
gun on your back.
Delusional. How rude.
What's up, dude?
Delusional.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, we're just sitting here talking about how
Yeah,
your
we're
cops
just sitting
fumbled
here
this shit.
talking about how your cops fumbled this shit.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
You
What
proud of
you
your
want to advise
department?
me or Ramee?
You proud of this disgraceful department,
I'm
Axel?
hungry. I'm just gluttonous.
I'm proud of the police work presented today. Yes.
You
Oh, you
really?
are?
Wow,
You're
man,
proud of
setting a
that?
great standard here.
That's crazy.
Oh, you're about
Ramee,
to
did
see
you say
when they
something to me?
smack that verdict. They say
Yeah.
guilty.
So we're gonna do when he walks out of this
we figured
courtroom.
out
You're gonna
you
sit
were the-
here and
that's
cry
why
in the
you
corner.
lied, you swear out.
Cry, be cry.
I was there that day.
Commissioner yourself.
I know what it's fucking like to be in the flames of hell.
40 months, I think.
Some shit you could never understand. You're a fucking coward.
Oh my god.
At least I'm not dead though.
Imagine I went up there and banged this shit right now.
Excuse me? You just disrespect
Oh my
Bass?
God. You're a sick person.
I didn't care for the
What a
commissioner.
sick
respect for the dead.
You're
fucking
sick in the head.
bastard.
You don't
I
deserve
hope
this
your whole
position.
police department knows what you just said.
Damn, you broke.
I mean, they might agree with me. Come on now.
Go ahead, if you're a man of your word, go up in front of everybody right now and say, at least I'm not dead like Bass. Go ahead.
The judge might
Tough
can
guy.
do it.
Stand
The
by your
judge
word,
might can
tough
do
guy.
it.
Do it.
Come on, you can't stand by your
Do
words,
it.
tough
I'm
guy.
not falling for the peer pressure.
Because you're a goddamn coward.
Loser.
Hey, Abdul, is that tape running?
Publish the tape all
Hey,
you want,
Abdul,
but
is
I'm
that
not gonna
tape
go up there and
running?
get contempt.
What'd you say?
What's up, bro?
Shit,
You
my
can publish
table
the
is.
tape all
that
you
tape
want,
running?
doesn't bother me.
Whoa, wait. Oh,
I basically am. Why? What's up?
Hey, I need a little clip of Commissioner Axel there saying, at least I'm not dead like Bass.
Hey, we're looking
Dude, what the fuck? I'll throw you some money.
Beat
Beat his ass!
Contempt.
Whoa!
Contempt.
What is going on?
Assist that
the commissioner's lost it.
He's punching everybody!
Swinging at everybody.
Oh, the commissioner punched first.
She's trying to kill him, dude.
Commissioner.
World star.
Hey, put the commissioner in cuffs, man. He's
Abdul
swinging
has
at
it on recording
everybody.
that the commissioner did punch first. Everyone, step away from the man on the ground.
Step away.
Play the death metal music and let's mosh.
Hey, not Ramee. That's running away. Come on, around. Right.
What is going on here?
Commissioner punched fake Ramee. And now they're gonna arrest fake Ramee.
Yeah.
Don't get too cocky, man. Stay in
Too
this.
much violence.
I'm not.
Just
Don't give him a reason to
chilling,
fuck you
talking.
over, man. Come on, you just called for a mosh pit in the courthouse.
Yeah, that's because it was
Get the
funny.
fuck back at the stand.
Okay, okay.
Get back at the stand.
Okay,
We're gonna
dude.
come back into session here if we want to get back into position, everybody.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'll go ahead and hit the gavel here.
There you go. Sit down, man.
Can y'all sit the fuck down, please?
What the fuck is going on here?
Okay. Defense. Do you have any witnesses you'll be calling at this time?
I don't believe either of the defendants wish to take the stand. Could I just get a confirmation of that from both of you?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
No,
Yeah, I don't want to go up there. Ramee, you should not
I
do
think
that.
I think I need to.
No, Ramos, you're a bit tired today.
You're tired. You're tired.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay, dude.
I got a meth one for us later.
Oh, say less. Come on, yeah, let's wrap this.
All right. Yeah, they're not taking the stand, Your Honor.
I don't want to take the stand. I just want to give a statement.
Then Counselor Braun, would you like to go ahead and highlight evidence at this time?
If they're gonna load it into their closing, I want to hear theirs before I show them mine. So
Okay.
we'll just get to them first.
Very well. If neither defendant is going to testify at this time, you're going to go and lump your evidence into your closing.
Correct. I'll
That
follow
leaves
suit.
me with a question for the courts. How are we on closings? Are they ready? Do you need
Put your all
time?
into this,
What are we
Murph.
looking at here?
Always ready, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
I'm ready.
My life is on the line here, Murph.
Okay. In that case,
Don't-
it was
don't sweat it.
straight
Say it was
closing.
Miguel's bombs. We're good.
Take your dick out to make a statement
prosecution,
too.
You're
while you
ready
say
to
it.
go. Go ahead and go first.
People will pay better attention.
Alright. Flip another correct
There we
page
go.
here. All right, let me know when you are ready, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Your Honor, and people of the court. The foundation of this case began to cement on June 12th, 2023. Carmine Costello, whose name appears at the center of this investigation multiple times, became the target of the Chang Gang, which I'm just going to say CG from this point forward. Specifically, Mr. K, Mr. Kevin, and Ramee Al-Rahman began a series of orchestrated and escalating attacks against Mr. Costello's colleagues at the Department of Corrections. The People's A on June 25th, 2023, Bob Eagle was kidnapped alongside Mr. Costello. Mr. Costello was subjected to a, quote, surprise surgery using a, quote, medical Beretta 9mm to, quote, revive him during the kidnapping. Both victims were abandoned outside of Bolingbrook, and admittedly, no suspects were directly identified. However, investigators have narrowed in on this incident as the start. The People's B, June 27, 2023. Mr. Costello was transported to jail on contempt charges. DOC officers, along with members of the Unified Police Department,
I confused them with me sitting here.
broke into and subsequently out of prison when
I think
he
I
was then
confused
shot
these guys
down
by
through the
sitting
course
here.
of felony trespassing. Defendant Ramee Al-Rahman was
Not on
then
trial.
witnessed by the UPD fleeing on foot and utilizing a grapple gun. And we're going to hone in on that, utilizing a grapple gun.
Murphy was
a common
right.
theme for defendant Ramee. Ramee was subsequently shot
Yes,
down.
you are the
found to have
only
a grapple
person who
gun,
uses a grapple
handcuffs,
gun.
and a phone number on
Confirmed.
his person. The People C, June 28th, 2023.
I'm
Mr.
confused.
K
Am
and
I in
Mr.
this trial,
Costello
or is it
were
Mr.
both
K?
subject to an investigation
I
in
don't know why
prison,
you're here. We got.
in which the DOC officers indicated that Mr. K had returned to the prison following
Fuck.
his release
Hey,
and
if I go
quote,
down for it, you're
shot a
taking my
member
spot,
of DOC
okay?
in the chest in the front lobby of the visitation center. The victim of that attack, DOC Correctional Officer Bobby Charles, stated that Mr. K told him, quote, never stay too close to the windows before shooting him. The People's E, June 29th, 2023, UPD officers responded to distress calls at Bolingbrook and found Mr. Costello, Mr. Charles, and other correctional officers injured, with Mr. K and defendant Ramee on scene. The statement of correctional officers indicated that a confrontation arose between Mama and Mr. Costello, at which time Mr. K withdrew a hammer and started swinging, and Ramee entered the room with a katana, slicing at Mr. Charles and Mr. Costello. The same day, People's F, officers responded to
Wait, what?
another
Mama
distress
literally
call,
testified.
From correctional officers
said,
indicating that defendant Ramee had held Mr. Costello hostage inside of the prison and was negotiating for a lower prison sentence. Defendant Ramee was witnessed by guards taking a call from individuals he referred to as Mr. K, and then Mr. K was identified by officers using a grapple gun to enter Bolingbrook. People's F, June 30th, 2023, that's when things escalated. Mr. Costello and Mr. K entered into a conflict. Mr. Costello was found at the Chang Gang Cubby in Little Seoul when Mr. K called Commissioner Sam Bass to mediate the conflict between the two. This ended in tragedy as Mr. Costello twatted an image from the top of the Elysian Fields Bridge, stating that it was the, quote, winner POV, while Mr. K and Commissioner Bass were found in critical condition below the bridge. Later that same day, the UPD responded to a call documented in the People's G indicating that Eugene Zuckerberg, another affiliate of CG, had also broken into prison. Upon arrival, an officer was confronted by a man in a black suit with chest armor who poured gasoline all over their vehicle and ignited it, instructing officers to, quote, stop following them. The reporting officer indicated not only that this individual sounded like Mr. K, but that a vehicle registered to Mr. K was located very nearby. July 2nd, 2023, the People's J, 10 days before the incident that we're here for today. Things escalated once again when Bobby Charles of the DOC indicated that 5 to 6 individuals approached him and started making rattlesnake noises, striking him with a sledgehammer.
I'm confused at this point.
July 6th, 2023, as documented in the People's K, officers of the UPD located Mr. Costello and 2 other guards heavily burnt with spent casings of an RPG on the ground nearby. Correctional officer statements, specifically from Officer Charles, indicated Correctional officer statements indicated that Officer Charles had previously waterboarded Mr. K, and that Mr. K had a vendetta against both CO Charles and CO Costello. When CO Gold
Man, it sounds like
arrived
a
at
lot of stories
Bolingbrook,
of Carmine
a
getting
Humvee
hoed
car was
around,
driving
man.
around the prison. Gold approached Costello, at which time he was taken hostage, flown into the sky with a helicopter, and pushed to the ground.
Wait, what?
And finally, July 12th, 2023, the People's M. Hours prior to the first explosions at SDSO and MRPD. Mr. Costello was getting married to France Gall. Not a marriage of love, but infatuation of a
And
vehicle
also,
that Miss
chat,
Gall apparently owns.
if all this is being
Mr.
said in
Costello
his
wanted.
closing statement, is everything he said in
France
this
Gall
case
texted
now
Mr.
can't
K
be
the
used
location
against
of the
me in
wedding.
another case?
And during the
Or does it
ceremony,
not
ceremony, three
work like
women,
that because
two
this
who
isn't my
were
case?
directly identified as Rosa Garcia and Carmela Corset, both affiliated with CG, approached Miss Gall, pulled her to the side, and then the church exploded mysteriously, injuring everyone near the front of the church closest to Mr. Costello, including Mr. Costello himself.
Not your case, okay.
None of this suggests direct responsibility for the crimes that were present for him.
So why the
what it
fuck
does
did you just
suggest,
say?
however, is motive. It demonstrates an ongoing and escalating cycle of violence between members of CG, including defendant Ramee and Mr. Costello, beginning with simple kidnappings, attacks with blunt and melee instrumentations, and culminating in bombings. Now, to piece the evidence of July 12, 2023 through July 14th together. The primary report, the People's End, documents the series of events on the night of July 12th. Noted by Deputy Bayo, at the time the bomb was planted, Mr. K was being interviewed by Commissioner Sam Bass at the SDSO. To quote, Mr. Kevin took a phone call with Carmine in front of Bass and Bayo talking about $200,000 to $500,000 loan and RPGs. This is corroborated by the affidavit of Red Harrington and the testimony of Mr. Costello. Mr. Costello was being driven by Harrington throughout the day, spent all of his money at the casino, and was in desperate need of a loan. Despite their conflict, Mr. Costello calls Mr. K asking for money, quoting the devil you know in the interview that we took with him. They travel to the SDSO with the intent of getting a loan from Mr. K.
Bro, is this all about me?
Around this time,
I don't
Sergeant
know.
Shelby Lane was
I got in
talking
very
about
late.
What the fuck is going on?
Approximately 0200 UTC. She's running to the Sonora Desert Sheriff's
How's
Office
Ramee
to clock
been?
on duty, and she witnesses two
Good.
blacked out suspects grappling from the SDSO building and getting into a black and colored vehicle. As soon as the suspects begin running to the car, Lane hears beeping coming from the SDSO that sounds similar to a bomb. Around the same time, Detective Aurora Rain is approaching the SDSO for vehicle maintenance prior to the bomb being reported via 311, 911, or local traffic. To quote her report, while approaching the SDSO, a large black Hellionish-looking truck frequently seen at the Changaloa compound was on the northwest corner of the SDSO.
Oh, man.
An individual dressed in black.
Yeah, right over there, bud.
I think they thought I was on trial.
Was seen jumping
Bro, they
down
mentioned
from
you
the
more than they
SDSO
mentioned
and
Miguel.
jumped into
I know, I
the
think I confused them by sitting up there.
Thus, two officers obtained
like your
partial
fucking
identification
name was on there, not
suspects
his.
unknown and Mr. El Rahman on the scene, an identification further enforced and supported by later evidence. After the bomb was reported, multiple units arrived on scene. Game Warden Tessa Lamb, Sergeant Aaron Bison, Sergeant Brian Knight, myself, Senior Ranger Bundy, and Corporal Mike Bayo.
Okay.
Mr. Costello arrives on scene along with Red Harrington as the units scramble to the scene and start to gain control of it. Mr. Costello offers to defuse the bomb for money.
I think now he's just
which he
going over
discusses with
evidence.
Mr. K on the phone. And Carmine and Harrington are both detained by Tessa Lamb and Sergeant Bison. Sergeant Bison arrives with his ride-along, ultimately locating the bomb on the roof, discovering that it only had a minute and a half remaining prior to detonation. Commissioner Bass indicates that Costello was going to defuse the bomb, but Sergeant Bison advised that they leave the bomb to detonate because there's not enough time by the time this decision gets made. Commissioner Bass orders Costello to be released from detention to attempt to defuse the bomb, but as he approaches, the bomb detonates. Mr. Costello was then transported to Sandy Shores Medical for treatment, detained by Sergeant Bison and Game Warden Lamb, and Mr. K is taken by Bayo and Bass to MRPD.
You okay? You okay?
The bomb detonated at exactly
man.
0209 UTC. on July 13th, 2023. 2 minutes and
sleeping?
15 seconds later, at 2:12 UTC, Ramee Rahman calls Commissioner Bass. His cell phone location at that time places him directly at the SDSO. To clarify, limited civilians were aware of what had even happened at this stage. It all happened very quickly within a 5-minute time span. And even fewer are aware that Mr. Costello was present at the explosion or that he's even taken into custody. Civilians directly on scene are Mr. Harrington, EMS, Deputy Mayor Nancy Drew. That's it. Also aware were Mr. Costello and Mr. K, but they're both in custody, so they can't tell anything. Shortly after, Mr. K tweets, quote, "Carmine is a goddamn criminal. He just blew up Sandy Shores PD."
The fuck?
Shortly after Mr. K, Commissioner Bass, Corporal Bayo, they arrive at Mission Road Police Department while Costello is en route to Beaver Bush Ranger Station. Another 911 comes in. All capital letters, "If you don't release Carmine from custody, we are going to bomb again."
Sounds like
Units attempt to negotiate via 911, and Corporal Bayo is responding to the 911s, and then a second one comes in a few minutes later. "We aren't willing to negotiate, and since you didn't release Carmine, another PD goes." Around the time of the second 911, Ramee Rahman receives a telephone call. That call is triangulates his phone directly to the area of Mission Row Police Department. Sergeant Knight and Senior Ranger Bundy, that's me, were on the phone when Knight hears beeping. He scrambles through the building, he clears it, he goes into the parking lot, he's looking for the bomb, he's making sure there's no civilians and no suspects in custody, he's clearing officers out, and ultimately he reaches the rooftop, finding the bomb on top of MRPD. Similar to the SDSO scene, multiple units arrive on scene and attempt to secure the area. Senior Ranger Bundy, that's me. I drive over to Sergeant Bison's location. I trade vehicles with him because he got head on by a street racer. And I travel to Beaver Bush, where Carmine's still in custody. Bison, meanwhile, travels to MRPD to gain control of the scene and to exercise EOD. Corporal Bayo and Commissioner
I think he's going over
Bass
the
ensured
evidence.
that MRPD was evacuated when Mr. K and Commissioner Bass determined that Mr. K would be able to defuse the bomb. Mr. K and Commissioner Bass ascend to the rooftop through the stairs. Meanwhile, EMS stages in the area. Chief of EMS, Kiki Pendragon, and her trainee, they hover about a half a mile away in life flight. Mr. K and Commissioner Bass step out onto the front roof, and the bomb has 50 seconds remaining. They're informed of this by Bison, and Mr. K turns to Bass and embraces him.
Fucking
He hugs
closing
him.
statement? What the fuck
And he
is
says,
this?
"At least we'll go out together." Aaron Bison starts frantically attempting to defuse the bomb. He's ripping out wires, but unfortunately, he's just not successful.
Goddamn encyclopedia.
According to EMS testimony, the bomb detonated not once, but
Hey, I haven't told anyone this, but when me and Bass hugged,
and the late Commissioner
he got a boner right before he went out.
I knew you were gonna say his dick was hard.
Yeah, it was.
Was it big or was it like just like a little stump?
Commissioner Sam Bass is not.
You know, he was nothing special, but he sure know how to
He
fuck.
has no pulse. He's not breathing.
All right.
And he's not responsive to their attempts.
If they ever bring me up on stand, I'll probably tell everyone that just to make it on the record.
I think you should. I think you should maybe you should say something in the closing when
The
Bass
following
hugged you.
day,
Yeah, he was
know?
horny,
July
yeah.
18th, 2020.
Yeah, that he was horny and he had a
Detective
boner from
Brian
there
Knight
being a bomb set
phone
at the
call,
fucking Mission Row, you know?
which he documented for the People's S.
He was like trying to push my head down. I think he wanted me to suck him off like
Mr. K
before the
Like
explosion went
blowjob
off.
before he
Yeah,
dies?
he's like, damn, can you imagine getting blown up while getting a blowjob? I was like, all right,
Pretty
babe.
badass.
And then
Go
it
out
just
the right way.
Yeah,
Released from
I didn't have
intensive
enough
care the
time.
following day, and he's asking Brian Mellon, demanding to know who killed
Bass is sitting right back there on his new character.
Off before the
On
bomb went
same
off.
day,
If you really
defendant
think about it.
Ramee Rahman was
That's what he was saying.
not
He's like,
one,
yeah,
but two
make
attacks
me
on
blow.
Costello.
I said, okay.
Documented
Make me blow,
in
baby. I think you should really say that in your closing.
Incidents he had no recollection of whatsoever during his recorded interview.
I couldn't get to it. I
For
tried
Knight's
to.
recollection of the People's
Y'all talking about a
Mr.
dead
K
dude like
indicated
this.
he was seeking revenge. Revenge for a loved
Yeah,
one that he had
Bass's
lost less than
limbs.
24 hours before. Knight gets a second call from Kay, who states that he's in an upside-down world and he's losing his mind. Knight then gets a third call from Kay stating that he did something bad. At that time, Knight, Bundy, that's me, and Kovacic travel to Sandy Shores Mines, and they locate Cap Terranova, stabbed as documented in the People's Queue. The phone records of Ramee L. Rahman show that at almost this exact time, Mr. K texts Ramee a photograph of Terranova, Pigeon, lying face down on the train tracks inside of the mines of Sandy Shores. And then he texts him, lies, 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 the bird flies no more. The People's U around line 1500 or so.
Fantastic. That's spicy.
Mr. K, who loved Bast, who asked Bast to mediate conflict with Costello, learning that Bass was dead, became broken and started attacking his own allies, Ramee L. Rahman, Cap Terranova, and Bobby Brown.
What the fuck?
Per the People's R, the following day,
what the fuck?
Another bomb is planted. Deputy Velsing was at Beaverbush Park Ranger Station when he witnessed an individual with, quote, a black hoodie and a wingsuit on his back flee the area. Velsing loses visual, and then he sees a sports car circling and leaving the area. And Murphy's going to love this part because he's been asking all night. When asked in his affidavit, Velsing indicated that the suspect fleeing Beaverbush precisely matched the photograph of Miguel Almerian at the time that he was being interviewed by Brian Knight and Jeffrey Bundy.
You say it right.
Following that vehicle disappearing, a 911 indicates that an explosive device has been planted at
Only one
Beaverbush
person has
Ranger
certain
Station.
clothing? I mean,
Velsing
everybody had
finds
the
it,
same
and then
clothing,
it
right?
immediately blows up. There was virtually no
They don't
chance
just
to
make
defuse it.
one T-shirt, one hoodie, one.
Beyond
you know
merely
what I'm saying?
identifying a similar outfit, the phone records of Miguel Almerian place Miguel Almerian in the area of the Beaverbush bombing, directly north of the
Holy
Valiant
shit,
area.
bro.
Further, Ramee L. Rahman's phone records place him directly south of Beaverbush moments before detonation. Lines 23 and 24 of the cell phone records in the People's U.
I wonder how many words.
Mr. L. Rahman was interviewed, and the court's going to decide whether they strike that interview while they're in chambers. But this was July 15th, 2023. Brian Knight and Jeffrey Bundy took him down to the Aegis building, and the recording's the People's AF. He agreed to an interview, was brought to the FIB building for a discussion, which occurred on recording, and he wasn't in custody and no warrant had been issued for his arrest in relation to this. Defendant L. Rahman immediately began to discredit Mr. K as, quote, deranged and, quote, senile as fuck, apparently concerned with what Mr. K may have said to Brian Knight.
That's facts.
Per Ramee's own statements, Mr. K was irate when Ramee informed him of Bass's death, slicing at Ramee with a sword. In his own interview, Ramee mentioned, was the first one to
Am I
mention
on trial,
Commissioner
guys?
Sam Bass, as the interviewers were about to ask about the stabbing.
They keep
of
mentioning
Captain
your
Noah.
name.
But you fucked over.
Ramee contradicted the physical evidence. At
I think
multiple
you've given
times.
them
He
more
states he
evidence
wasn't
than
at
they've
Beaverbush on the day of the
collected.
bombing.
Nah,
He
they're just
stated
cherry
he had
picking
not
shit.
been with Miguel Almerian
Half the shit's not
prior.
even accurate.
He stated he had not been at the SDSO at the time of the bombing, and this is all despite phone records and logs showing him on scene at the SDSO 2 minutes after detonation. Phone records showing him directly south of Beaverbush following that bombing. Phone records showing him at MRPD 5 minutes prior to detonation. And Miguel Almerian's own statements on recorded interview that he had been with Ramee continuously for 3 days. And perhaps most interestingly, Ramee claimed that he was first in Little Soul Cubby and then, quote, just driving around waiting on K to be released from custody at the time of the MRPD bombing. But again, that's not what his phone records tell us. Following the incidents involved, Ramee was
I know, why didn't they
also,
call me up there? They
arrested
mentioned me
for
so
witness
much.
by
I don't know why I
officers
wasn't
on
listed
separate
as a-
occasions in possession of a grapple gun. The same contraband which was witnessed and used by officers to scale the roof of the SDSO and which was likely used to scale the roof of MRPD. Another was found in his Little Soul apartment during his search and seizure. And one of the other separate incidents is the People's AO, crimes that he committed afterward. Miguel Almerian is interviewed on the same day as Ramee, and in that recording, Almerian denies any knowledge of the explosion at MRPD, but he states that he knew Commissioner Bass had passed away. Miguel Almerian stated on record that he had no relationship with Carmine Costello, but then he starts to go on this contention and stating that he, quote, beat him up every time that he saw him. Miguel also married his whereabouts to those of Ramee L. Rahman. Quote, literally, me and Ramee the last 3 days haven't left
these
each other's
motherfuckers got
sides.
GPS pings on
Miguel
us
stated
now.
that he was with Ramee on July 12th, 2023.
me, bro,
He states
we're
that he and Ramee were at the Yellow Jack prior to the explosion. And,
Miguel got to mention number 2.
He states that he believes that they were there at the end of it because they,
They ain't
quote,
got
saw
nothing
Mr.
solid.
K
They
and
ain't got
Carmine
nothing
in cuffs
solid.
outside of the SDSO. Miguel stated that he and
It's gonna
Ramee,
be fine,
quote, just
Carmine.
left and there was no reason for them to be there. After leaving Sandy
Holy
Shores,
shit.
Miguel says he and Ramee went back to the Cubby and Little Soul,
Hey, Carmelo, you
stayed there for an
pregnant again?
undetermined amount of time, and then they were just driving around when they got a call about Mr. K and
This
went
is
to
your
the
fucking
hospital.
30th time you're pregnant?
Miguel stated that Ramee, Miguel, and Bobby
you're
were the
pregnant
only
again.
3 present, 2 of whom were the later targets of Mr. K's revenge, as
What the
talked about
fuck?
before.
What, Bobby?
The day prior to the
my
interview,
name.
Miguel stated that he was with Ramee driving around in a black and color vehicle with a white stripe. Ramee was bitching about Miguel due to the car giving Ramee headaches and departed his presence in Little Soul. Miguel denied any knowledge of Ramee driving RC cars in the area of Vinewood following the bombing of the Beaverbush Park Ranger Station, which is interesting because in Ramee's interview, he admitted to that wholesale. Miguel admitted to being present when Ramee El Rahman was injured in the area of the mine shafts of the Vinewood Hills, stating that he and Ramee were responding to an unknown phone number. They saw cars at the mine shaft, and there were spooky
All this
sounds
shit
coming
went
from
down with y'all
inside, some
motherfuckers.
priest-like individual.
I was goddamn happy I was in the Bahamas.
Miguel also
know what
states
you're
that he was
talking about.
present at the Meriwether docks with Bobby and
Vinny,
Ramee
I have
when
no idea what
Bobby
you're
went
talking about,
downstairs.
my man.
Miguel hears the
He
sound
just
of
said
a
that you were in,
rocket-propelled
you
grenade,
got put in,
and
like,
Ramee
you
is
got
injured
stabbed
and Bobby
shit.
is struck but not incapacitated.
This is all fraudulent, man.
Miguel
Manipulation.
concurs with Ramee that Kay was
Okay.
upset at Bass's passing because Kay and Bass were in love, and Kay
Oh,
had
so
been
he's
very quote,
lying then.
distant since Bass's
Cap.
death.
It's cap.
Oh, that's perjury. You should be sent to jail.
Oh shit, Rosa
The
fell
people
asleep.
ask that this court remember the burden that's laid before it, whether there's proof beyond a reasonable doubt
what is she
that
fucking
Miguel
doing laying on
Almirian
the
and Ramee El
courtroom
Rahman
floor?
orchestrated the
I don't know,
attacks
that's
of the
your bonita.
SDSO,
Fucking
MRPD, and
desgraciado.
Beaverbush Park Ranger Station.
Disgusting.
To rephrase that burden, it is the duty of the people to convince this court that there is
You know
no
I feel bad for him
other
this? The judge,
reasonable
bro. He's having to
explanation
sit here and
for the
listen to all that.
evidence that we
That's
present
your
today.
bonita.
Yeah, I know. And she's laying in a
Bombs
fucking
don't
courtroom.
leave physical evidence behind; they leave rubble. A careful
Carmelo
bomber
never laid in a
leaves no
fucking
trace.
courtroom.
There's no cell phone activation. There's no fingerprints. There's no
No, I
bullet
would
casings.
probably
There's
do
nothing
that.
on
I've done
forensics.
worse.
The people are left with only one option: construct a narrative through the evidence that's available. So, what is the evidence? Not one,
Nothing.
but 2 officers got a partial identification of Mr. El Rahman.
Partial.
Sergeant
What the
Lane
fuck?
notes 2 individuals jumping
You
from the
tell 'em.
SDSO roof, evading into a vehicle, hearing the bomb ticking. Detective Rain noted an individual matching the customary clothing and body type of Mr. El Rahman, utilizing
Body
a grapple gun as he
What the fuck is a partial
in the
identification?
past.
The fuck kind of
What's
term
a
is
body
that?
type?
Incidents after the
What
bomb.
the fuck?
Noting vehicles previously driven by members of the Changaloa cartel.
You either identified
authorized
him or you
various
didn't.
Members of CG, including Mr. El Rahman.
Mm.
2 minutes after the bomb detonates, El Rahman is on scene according to his phone records. We know that Ramee El Rahman was on scene because of this. We know that the second individual spotted was therefore likely Miguel Almirian. Quote, literally, me and Ramee
Likely,
the last 3
likely.
days
Here we
haven't
go
left
again.
each other's
So
side.
they don't know, but likely.
Case is based off of likely,
The
man.
911 caller was an individual who knew that Carmine Costello was in custody. The individuals who witnessed Carmine in custody are limited to police officers, Deputy Mayor Nancy Drew, Mr. K, Ramee El Rahman, and Miguel Almirian.
Cap.
Per Miguel's own statement, they saw Carmine being taken into custody. The 911 callers demand the release of Carmine, and then they plant a second explosive on MRPD, a device with a 5-minute timer. 5 minutes prior to that detonation, Ramee El Rahman's phone records once again put him right in that area. Interviews demonstrate that the excuse that they were driving around. The next day, Mr. K awakens out of the ICU, learns that Bass has died, and he attacks
Everybody
Miguel
goes to Leisure
Almirian and
Bank.
Ramee El Rahman, 2 of his associates.
Bro, this isn't going for another
Blows them up with
fucking.
explosives. Poetic,
Yo,
considering the way
Commissioner,
that
how,
Commissioner Bass had just perished the day before.
What's the pinpoint
And
locations?
finally,
of
on the
these
14th,
trackers?
Miguel
Like, is it,
Almirian
like,
and
spot
Ramee El
on, or
Rahman,
is it like
contrary
is
to
it
the statements in
radius?
interviews saying they had no idea about the bombing of Beaverbush, are placed in the area of the bombing minutes prior to the detonation by their
No
phone
answer, huh,
records.
Bobby?
The dynamic duo who hadn't left each other's sides for days once again
If I
in the
were
direct vicinity of a
hypothetically dead, it
bombing.
would
A
be
bombing tied to the first two through 911 calls referring back to the previous bombs. So the people asked this court, what other reasonable alternative could the evidence paint? Is it reasonable to believe that Ramee Rahman and Miguel Amirian happened to be just driving in the area every time these bombs were detonated?
Yeah, I mean,
Were they
speculation.
coincidentally
Well,
there?
yeah,
Is it a
coincidence.
coincidence that an enemy of CG, Mr.
Coincidence.
Costello, was
There you go,
blamed
wrap it
and
up.
centered on each of these three incidents?
Coincidence.
Mr. Costello, who Ramee Rahman had targeted personally several times alongside K. Is it a coincidence that upon learning about of the death of Bass, Mr. K targets Ramee Rahman? Did he and the people both have it wrong this entire time?
He's just deranged.
Will the court accept the defense of continuous and unadulterated coincidences? I've been going on for a super long time, and I'm sorry about that. But anyone who knew Commissioner Bass would know that he was a huge fan of metaphors. He was also a fan of butchering them, but that was part of his charm. So I'm going to quote one of our former presidents in closing. There's an old saying in Tennessee. I know, no, it's Texas, probably Tennessee. It says, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again." Don't get fooled by the defense's statement that there's no proof or that the allegations are coincidences. Find the defendants guilty, Your Honor. Thank you.
Listen, I think they're good.
Okay, everybody wake up.
All right.
Well, anyone got a time check on that?
25 minutes and 54 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, hold on. Everyone stretch out, open your eyes, get some water on your face.
I was not going for a record, Your Honor.
Oh, I actually might need to put
Was
some
that
water
a
on my
Shakespeare
face.
book that came out of?
Adams, I just sent you a picture. Can you put it up on the thing for me, please?
Oh, Lord.
Let me look at it real quick.
Here
It's on your phone?
Without a
I just finished my
reasonable
Scavron. Are we
doubt
still going?
that he did this shit, all right?
This
Yeah,
wipe,
it's
really?
It's the
Yeah, of
Quidinky
course.
Dinkies. Quidinky Dinkies, you know?
Pinpoints,
heard of
revenge, Carmine.
Alright,
Boom.
sure.
Come on.
No, that's
It's not
over with.
probative evidence.
That's enough to pin murder?
All right.
I think
Okay.
it sums up Ramee's response.
So anyway, as we were saying, guys, well, here's
is
my
that?
closing statement. Your Honor, I was not seen at any of these locations. Per Bundy's testimony, a person in black
Oh my God,
was
Ramee's doing the closing
seen
statement?
at the SDSO building. If that is the case, this entire courtroom is guilty of the murder of Sam Bass. If we're gonna go by those jurisdictions and laws,
They got his phone.
Your Honor,
Jurisdiction?
shut up, Brian. Your Honor, every single testimony here, all the reports and the evidence all state that I was not ID'd at any situation. Frankly, Miguel wasn't even mentioned this entire court case.
Filling out the
And yeah, that's all. Your Honor, I didn't do this. I didn't do
That's
this.
all.
I'll let Murphy give the long
What
one.
kind of
But,
fucking?
this is
This guy watched.
everyone.
This guy watched Suits.
I got super tired.
I'm convinced.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real. I got hella tired after
What the
fucking.
fuck?
Why didn't you bring up the
Bundy's
baby?
What the fuck was that, man?
I'm not gonna lie here, Ramee. That wasn't very Mike Rossio.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like,
What was that?
I'm tired as fuck after Bundy's fucking.
I
closing
told
statement,
you, bring the lawyers.
Yeah, I had to make some cuts.
Not
to
the
mine.
move for him, man.
Yeah, make some cuts.
And he didn't even read
I
that.
made some
Free
cuts.
case.
I made some cuts.
He gets
Cut it
tired
down.
and ends up.
All right. I had a whole eulogy for Bass that got cut. Sorry, I was gonna do
yeah,
a
please.
few words for him, but
Fuck that guy.
yeah, nah. We don't
We'll have
need
to
do
talk to
that.
Ron Ramee. Every show you watch,
So
man, you don't
listen,
have
in
to.
a case like this, it's super important to get it
Oh,
right
fuck.
because you're dealing with a lot of circumstantial facts and evidence, a lot of inconclusive.
Bro's
as
facing death.
Bundy put it,
I'm
partial
tired. I'm tired. Forget about it.
identification, I guess is the euphemism for not seeing a motherfucker.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, just to give an indication of the standard, because I was at this deposition. Let me find the partial quote. I didn't see his face, but I was pretty sure it was Ramee because he had a black shirt and a sword. That's the level of identification that we're
Yeah,
talking
bust
about.
it.
We're talking about
Yeah,
those
bust
two
it.
officers in Bundy's
Bust it
closing.
down.
Black clothing,
bonito right
two
there.
individuals. Couldn't see whether they were wearing helmets or masks.
She's
That's
dancing. Is that a
how
problem?
good the description was. And the other person,
Yeah,
the
is that
other
a
officer
problem?
said, I am pretty sure it was Ramee, but I didn't see his face. So, let's
You
make
okay
that
with
clear on
dancing?
the identification.
You're not okay with
To
her
parrot what
sleeping on the
Ramee
floor.
said.
The floor's
It's
fucking
very
dirty,
important to
Bobby.
get it right when it comes to an accumulation of evidence like this, especially given that most of the witnesses that have either given affidavits or given sworn testimony are fellow law enforcement officers. Everybody who is an officer of the court or an officer of the law knows roughly how that is weighed generally as evidence. It cannot be discounted in this case. We are not only talking about the death of a police officer, we are talking about a beloved figure in their community, a former commissioner who's held high in esteem amongst most law enforcement. Their zeal to seek justice in his memory is to be commended, and it is to be respected. And I do respect that they are trying to get justice for Sam Bass, however best they can, and at any cost, and at no expense spared. So
I hope we get the verdict today. We might.
They've tried the best case before them, insofar as that goes, and they have my admiration. But those facts and inconclusive statements and testimonies do need to be weighed a little differently, because there's almost an institutional bias about Sam Bass that is not negligible. Now, the facts and forensics of this case have clearly fallen short of expectation, given the mention of partial ID and little catchphrases like that. There's no smoking gun here. We have a lot of unconnected
Murphy read my
reports
mind.
being tied
That
together
partial ID shit, I was like, what? What is a
by
partial ID?
First-hand eyewitness,
Like,
Mr.
either ID the
Costello,
guy or not.
whose
What the fuck is a
credibility
partial ID?
is verifiably questionable at best. It has been determined that it is a two-way street of hostility between Carmine Costello and members of Chang Gang. So his capacity to lie or mislead or deceive in an effort to cause hurt and pain to the defendants is also
He
not
stole his
negligible,
ass.
and his credibility must be weighed accordingly. Like I said, the reports listed in the people's evidence barely mention the defendants, barely mention Miguel or Ramee.
Fucking mentioned me the whole day.
The phone records, insofar as text messages, there's nothing incriminating there. Phone calls that were made or received that have been mentioned, weren't even answered. There's a lot to go through and not come up with much in terms of the evidence. And I was expecting to hear some sort of bombshell, and I never really did. It's understandable to want justice.
Murphy always
I have
got to throw a
no
little
doubt that the people are confident they have the right targets, but they
little
may
jabs
be
in
a
there.
little too confident of that. They may have succumbed to a bit of
Yeah, they didn't
tunnel
really
vision on this one.
do anything
But,
that
yeah,
anything impressive.
it is interesting that Bundy said the job of the prosecution is to use the information available and to construct a narrative. While they have constructed a narrative, I do believe they have failed to use the information available. Now, I'm going to say some things, and I'd like to mention first that I've lost count since I started counting of the number of times witnesses, prosecutors have mentioned a whole lot of hearsay stated supposedly by Mr. K in this court case. And with that in mind, I'm going to move on to sort of the meat of this case. I'm going to refer to the prosecution's statement of claim as well as the closing statement where they state that Mr. K sought revenge for things that supposedly Ramee did and did in fact target Ramee and Miguel. There have been many utterances
You got any
of
Play-Doh?
hearsay of Mr. K in this case in relation to those things. So, I'm left to ask myself, with all this mention of Mr. K and things that he's supposed to have said, why was Mr. K not listed as an eyewitness in this case? And Well, shit, you know, I can't think of a good reason for that. Because the prosecution's entire case is predicated and their motive is established based on the motives and actions of Mr. K against the defendants.
I was
He is
his
also a
MVP.
victim and a material eyewitness to the murder of Sam Bass.
Mm-hmm. I was only blown up with him. Like,
can
why
think of
wouldn't you
only
ask me?
two reasons
That's what I was
why he
confused.
wouldn't be listed as an eyewitness. The first one, which I want to be very clear, Your Honor, this is not what I believe to
I
be
was
the case.
literally there.
It simply slipped their mind. The second, of course, is that they had concerns about the testimony of Mr. K and how it may or may not line up with the narrative they're presenting here today.
Option 2.
They were afraid. They had a fear of what he might say under oath on the stand, and they acted on that fear. They're not allowed to do that, is kind of what I'm getting at. And they're especially not allowed to do that and then shoehorn a bunch of hearsay into their stuff. So in short,
Damn, Murphy cooked up.
The defense has the right to remain silent. The prosecution, on the other hand, subscribes to a different set of rules. They are not able to pick and choose which evidence to use in their case or which material eyewitnesses to select at their leisure. And there were many complications in this case. Things were sealed, and there were lengthy pretrial discussions regarding witnesses. And I can confirm that never at any point did Mr. K make it onto a witness list. So the second reason, of course, they would withhold him is for that fear. They do not get to act on that fear. If someone's statements and sworn testimony can have a direct impact on the proceedings such that they are mentioned roughly every 30 to 45 seconds throughout the entire trial and are paraphrased, quoted directly, and phone calls mentioned with parties who are deceased, guilt or innocence cannot be determined. And the length to which they've gone to put words into Mr. K's mouth suggests that they decided very early not to include him. And I waited all through discovery to see if they would add him or to potentially maybe add him as a defendant. I don't know. And the outside chance always existed that he would be called as a surprise witness. Seems like that kind of case. That window was slammed shut on the people's fingers. This is a very, very, very blatant, bold textbook Brady violation. And it's like a dismissed with prejudice kind of Brady violation. It is very egregious. And with that, I leave you with many, many things to chew on, Your Honor.
Your Honor, is that a motion to dismiss that the people need to respond to, or is that just kind of rhetoric? I kind of fell asleep for a little while there.
Just about to ask that.
Oh, you fell
actually.
asleep for this one.
Oh, that's how we doing?
That's crazy. I fell asleep on this
I feel
fucking
like
30-minute
that's where you were
speech.
going, Braun. That's the vibe I was getting with how you brought that to the end. Are you introducing a formal motion to dismiss at this time?
Motion to dismiss with prejudice on the grounds of a Brady violation. They
Oh,
excluded exculpatory evidence.
I can tackle this very easily, Your Honor. Show me a Brady motion on the docket.
Who's Brady?
If I'm familiar with Maryland versus Brady, which I think
talking
that
about
I
Tom Brady,
am,
the
the
quarterback?
defense is required to file a motion requesting exculpatory information, and Mr. Braun failed to do so. So Maryland versus Brady doesn't apply to anything in this case.
Okay, so the prosecution can seal the entire court case.
Hold on.
I started talking before she did, Your Honor.
I heard Ms. Colfax allow for an additional rebuttal, but Mr. Braun did start speaking. I'll hear what you have to say,
I
Mr.
understand,
Braun.
but yeah. Sorry, there's a lot of talking.
Yeah, but you want to just
you will
they
be
just
heard,
want to keep
Counselor.
interrupting me. That's fine. That's
You will
fine.
be heard, Counselor, but Mr. Braun, go ahead, please.
All right. Well, now I forgot what Bundy said. That, you know.
He stated that there was no motion for such on the docket, and therefore.
Oh, okay. Right. So, you know, this is a very atypical case, Your Honor. A lot of the information flowed very slowly and secretly. And throughout the entire discovery process, like I said, I waited to see if he would be added as a witness or a defendant.
Okay,
Yeah.
Your Honor, as part of further response, first I would note that this means that counsel noted that that hole existed and chose to not motion for production or anything along those lines. One might argue that that's bad faith
so
on
we supposed
behalf
to
of
hold
the
your
defense
hand.
counsel.
Or poor litigation on your half.
Shut up, Ramee.
Mr. L.
Suits!
Secondly, Mr. K has
Ramee, cook
mentioned
him,
multiple
Ramee.
times there is a subpoena in which he is notified that his phone records were taken. His statements from Mr. K tonight are mentioned on multiple reports. And as the defense counsel just pointed out, his name is mentioned in the primary report this is attached to. They knew he was.
Is this a whole extra closing statement, Your Honor?
Shut
He's
the fuck
rebutting
up,
to your
Murphy.
response.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not standing for that because I'm being nice, Your Honor. I wanted to show that and I want my chance to speak.
Professionalism, please.
That's the second time they've interrupted me while I was trying to respond, Your Honor.
All right, Your Honor. Bundy's ticky-tack nonsense does not override their responsibility to call every eyewitness to a homicide, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may I conclude?
Who the fuck did that?
I heard it over there.
Is he getting
That's
contempt?
Alex Campbell.
Ramee's phone's going off.
It's Alex Campbell.
Is he getting contempt? No, I was listening to his response.
you,
There was
buddy.
an interruption from the defense.
It's getting heated in
Murphy,
here.
you, however, for that, absolutely will.
I didn't even get a warning. He said, "Shut the fuck up" to me. I
I
said,
gave a
"Fuck you
blanket
back." He
warning
didn't get
because
contempt.
you were present for, sir.
So how come
You
didn't
gave
get
him
that?
the same blanket warning, Your Honor.
Yes, I understand he was interrupted, sir. I was addressing the court and you spoke over
I'm gonna
me,
die.
Mr.
I'm
Braun.
gonna die.
Yes.
I should get one just like he did, Your Honor. But whatever.
Just to wrap up, Your Honor, they knew that witness existed. They could have interviewed him. They could have called him. It's not a Brady violation because we don't have any additional information they haven't been given. We ain't got nothing to hand over.
Well, we know
And
what
again,
side
Your
the
Honor,
judge
I will
is
say
on.
that their ticky-tack nonsense over there does not override the fact that they have a responsibility to call every eyewitness to a homicide and every eyewitness who has material facts to this case.
Two witnesses.
I don't need anything further from either side.
Yeah, and a
Mr.
judge.
Braun,
But I quit.
your
we know what side
concerns
the
are
judge is
noted,
on.
I quit.
and I
It
understand
sucked the
what
soul
you
out
are
of me.
leaning in towards here. I am going to deny the motion to dismiss the prejudice.
Yeah,
at this
no.
time. However, I will say, I will review the evidence at hand. I will refer the references to
I
the individual
do,
known as
but
Mr.
I'm in
K
a court
at hand.
case. Can you call me in a bit?
I will review them in the light that they are given. If it's just
Okay,
evidence to conversations that were had directly
that's
without
it,
any
you're getting
factual
prosecuted.
evidence,
Get up
I
there,
will
piece
view
of
it as
shit.
such. I won't
Yeah, I mean, I
necessarily
saw
take it
everything
as
happen. Why
gospel,
not
sir.
question me?
I will hold it and wait
They
accordingly.
chose not to
I won't
because
give
they
it
knew
the value that I
your
would
responses.
something like an
I
interrogation.
was the one that was. I was
It's
the one that was gonna
illegal.
suck
They literally
Bass's dick
used you
and everything.
to put words in your
With that
mouth,
said,
and now they're
you
gonna
think
get
you
away
will-
with
I'm the
it.
one that felt Bass's boner that night.
Your Honor,
No one
can I
else.
just say one thing?
Sure.
I just
You're
I
in
don't
love,
understand.
and they silence.
Let me just talk freely here, that you can tell me if I'm like a dumbass or not. All right.
Okay,
Listen.
was killed.
The entire court case, they put words that Mr. K said, done, and his actions have taken, and
Allegedly.
didn't even question him or bring him up or do anything. Allegedly,
count.
of course, obviously.
Your Honor, may I rebut?
So how is
I
it
don't,
even?
I don't need a rebuttal here. I've already explained this.
I'm
to
not
you. Please-
objecting. All right, whatever. All right, go ahead.
This isn't necessarily an objection, Mr. L. Rahman, as I
I'm just
stated,
curious.
and so I can kind of explain to you, right?
Oh, so
Um,
they woke up the beast.
With regards to evidentiary standards here and how this works, Mr. Spector, as I'm sure you're aware as
Here we go.
an aspiring attorney, they are speaking to conversations that they had as direct witness, right? I'll admit the testimony, but I'll weigh it, but I won't hold it as heavily as I would something like your recorded interrogation with Brian Knight, as example, or Miguel's, or anybody else's. I'll take it under advisement and consideration. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's gospel. I'm not giving it the same weight or value as anything else that I would in this matter, sir. So while it's not inherently stricken from the record, and now while I'm denying the motion to dismiss at this time, I will hold it in such a light, sir.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
And Counselor Braun's concerns have been noted for the record.
I just want to say, guys, I'm right here if anyone has any questions. I've been right here the whole time.
Do it jiggle?
You're far beyond that.
I'm just saying, I've been here the whole time, guys.
You have in fact been here the whole time.
Hey,
I do
Mr.
appreciate
Judge.
you.
Hey, is Murphy getting contempt?
Bro, you're out.
I'll stew on it and determine at the. I'll determine that at the time of a verdict. I
Yeah, because
understand.
I think I heard Bundy scream like a little pussy like 4 times after the fact you gave him contempt.
I will determine that at the time that I deliver this verdict, Mr. Elmiri, and I do
Appreciate
your
it.
concern.
I can't
That's
afford to get contempt.
I have.
Ooh, that sound. Oh my god.
I haven't seen Bundy that pissed in a minute. I ain't
49
gonna lie.
articles of evidence to review and
Yeah. I wouldn't want the park ranger to go kick an animal.
Hour interrogations. I have 4 affidavits, 2 sealed depositions, and 3 bits of witness testimony to review. I have a 25 statement from Mr. Bundy, as well as you guys' closing as well to review. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and retire to my chambers for deliberation. This will take a while. I am not certain that I will have a verdict this evening. I will advise shortly. Whether I will ask this court to reconvene at a later time, or if I can get to something this evening, I will let you know in short order. I ask that everyone remain here momentarily while I make that determination, and I will come in and address the court to such that. For now, this matter is placed into recess while I go ahead and deliberate.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Holy fuck, Bundy got pulled by the balls and he cried.
Get shit on, guys.
Hoes mad. Hoes mad.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you guys-
wait, you know this is a
Hey.
publicity stunt, right?
So yeah, Mr. K, they can't just like
Hey,
not call you
boom,
as a
stop
witness.
playing that shit. Grow up.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, so basically
You got
they
that?
can't just not call you as a witness.
I know, the
It's
whole
like
case was
against-
about me.
it's
It's like, why not
yeah,
ask me some shit?
It's against the law for
What did he say on me?
Good dog. What?
He called. He
What?
said, "Why did
Good
Miguel
dog.
sit there like a good dog?" I don't know. Maybe because you didn't put his
that's
name
my
in the case
man.
more than 2 times.
I just, the guy's more relevant.
You fumbled, Brian.
He
You
spent more time at the
fumbled.
hospital and investigating this fucking crime.
Hey,
Shit
anybody
case
here
now.
need a chair?
What makes you think I didn't do it intentionally there, Kay?
And I'm disgusted that you would tarnish
Anybody need
Bass's
a
name with
chair
something
here?
like this.
I got some
You
chairs for
held
sale.
that,
I'll
man.
take a
What kind of
chair.
chair?
How much?
Right.
And I know it wasn't
$5,500.
wrapped around the sides of his body.
Okay, you should tell them,
Very
Kay. You
good.
should tell them.
You don't know
Very
what
the
happened
best.
that night, Brian. You weren't there.
Can you show?
Too busy worrying about yourself.
Yeah,
Brian.
I can.
Oh,
All right, I'll
need
show
to
him.
know.
All right, I got a.
I
Yeah,
make the
you do.
narrative up
Look
myself.
at check this out.
Oh, you do?
Look at.
Wow.
That's a pretty good chair.
Well, good thing we have some
You didn't
witnesses
hear
here.
there, Kay. I'm an
Okay, well,
expert
5,500 to the best, top of
investigator
the line.
or
they told
whatever
me.
it was.
Oh,
Sure,
okay,
Brian.
There you go. I got one more. Anybody want it?
Yeah, I've only got 200 bucks on me.
Yeah.
I got it.
What are you doing?
Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
5,500.
next time you need to be on my team because holy fucking shit.
There you go.
Oh,
The hell? Whoa.
God.
Well, I'm hearing some egg roll platter over here. What's going on?
Yeah,
Shit on the
Yeah, what the fuck is
you were
that?
fucking in here?
Yeah,
Alright,
everyone's
that's
super
fine.
hungry.
I'm hearing some
I
egg roll
have
platter
to
over here.
yell.
Who
Bought
said
too
that?
many of them.
What happened?
The fuck's going on over here?
Oh, shut up!
Oh, we got this one? You sit the fuck
When
down,
Dakota and I
bitch.
talk,
Before I put you down.
Try something, please, please.
Oh, what you gonna do? Shoot me?
Similar.
I might.
There's
I'm on.
similarities with your cadence and the tonality, but it is not the same.
You
If
smell like
I would be able to
fucking
voice
shit.
that.
You've had
Just
that
know
shit
that.
wiped on your face since you got caught fucking eating
And I still
bass
smell
out.
better than you. Imagine that. I got
You've had
like
that on your
shit
face
on my face.
ever since you
and I
ate
still
Bass's
smell
ass
better than you.
out. So that's all I'm gonna say.
10:30,
What?
11.
Yeah, it's on video.
Try to lay out your
missed my
story.
say.
What's on video?
I am here.
You don't remember the
What
sex
I
tape
caught
that of
you.
you
I
and Bass
didn't.
that
It
leaked?
wasn't me on a sex tape. It was all
Well, I
framed.
gotta go fuck with Tessa. Give me a
Give me a
second.
Okay.
It was fake. It was staged. It was
He
not
has to
even
be
live.
It'd be a shame if it resurfaced.
No, please, please.
Whoa! Whoa!
Please.
I don't want any problems, Tessa. I'm just here to talk.
Okay. All right.
the fuck?
Rami,
What
go
is
to your
that?
side.
You literally
Tessa, put
said
the gun
you're
away.
gonna
You're
No,
mess with her.
I'm
Holy
stepping
shit.
out. Rami, go to your
Rami,
side.
You ain't
Tessa,
got
put
no
the gun
fucking
away.
balls.
You
I'm
deserve
just here to
better,
talk
Rami.
to her. That's all it is.
Wait,
Go
why
to
does
your
she have
side,
a
Rami.
gun?
Tessa, why you so
Your side
mad?
of the courtroom.
You deserve better, Rami. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Tessa out of
This
this.
was her dad. Fuck.
Thank you so
Stay
much.
away from my man.
Don't handle Tessa for me.
If Tessa was a good daughter, she would have been there for Bass.
I will.
But
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Agreed, Kay. Agreed.
Yoy, 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 yoy.
All these people want to care about Bass now, but none of them were there to help him when he
Thank
needed
God
him
it's
most.
not you. He probably wouldn't want to be touched by
run
you.
away,
Know your
skank.
place,
Run away,
girl.
skank. Run away,
Skank,
Yeah,
bitch.
did I stutter?
Ugly ass fucking girl. You have to call me a
You know
skank.
what, Paris?
Hey,
You know what,
hey,
Paris?
hey,
Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and
love.
love.
Do you think I'm scared?
Fight,
Do you think
fight,
I'm scared?
fight.
You think
Love.
you're gonna
Be
leave
scared of
her
your
out
fucking
of
ugly
your
bitch.
I will rip that weave right out of your
Fucking
head.
hair dye's getting into your head, you fucking dumbass bitch.
Peace and love.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, it's Justice Callow.
Loser fucking EMS. I hope the fucking hospital gets bombed, bitch.
Oh shit! Not the time for that.
I got news on the verdict.
Oh.
You gotta yell, Jerry.
Oh shit!
I am yelling.
I don't think they
Toretto?
care. You're not authoritative enough.
What?
It's Jerry Callow.
Justice Callow, what's the verdict news?
Yeah, listen, I got the verdict. Everybody shut up. All right, listen. The verdict is it's probably not going to happen tonight, so if you want to sit around here forever,
Fuck you!
Make sure you're tired.
600.
I'm that's like, so can I get the fuck out of here or what? Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
you!
can.
Put an announcement,
They'll
bitch.
announce it. They'll announce it when it comes in. Don't sit here and yell. They gotta talk.
You call my wife a skank one more time, I'm gonna murder you.
Your Honor, if I may.
You ever talk about Paris about that again? I'll open that second butthole up on your fucking throat.
Run, Bobby,
The
run!
fuck back over here, you son of a bitch! Get back over here, Bobby!
Oh, we gotta go, 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 jump the runner, bitch!
What the fuck is up?
Run, Bobby! Run! Oh my God, get my shit, bro!
It's red-haired freaks.
Watch out.
Relax, man.
Oh, we're leaving?
Hell yeah, they're not gonna announce this shit until tomorrow, so.
Run, Kay, run, run!
What happened?
Run, just run!
What?
With that EMS bitch,
They just got Bobby.
Bobby who? Porter? Oh shit! Ma'am, you good?
Hey!
Sorry about that. You
Don't
blended in with
ever
the
do that
sidewalk.
shit
You're wearing the
again.
same color as the sidewalk. You blended in. I'm
No,
so
I'm
sorry.
not. I have a vest
I'm
on.
so sorry. I'm so
Put your
sorry.
fucking hands up.
I'm so sorry.
You're going to prison.
So this
Put your
guy's
hands up.
he literally has a gun to your head.
Who has a gun to my head?
Alex.
Drive! Doesn't?
I left all my stuff. I gotta go back.
Let me get your badge number and ID.
You're
badge number
evading.
and ID.
You're evading.
You never said you're under arrest.
Well, you're now obstructing justice, no?
No, I'm not. I'm right here.
You're obstructing justice.
Lame ass reducer.
Pablo.
Hey, what's up, Kay?
That was
It's kind of weird that they mentioned your name more than Ramee and Miguel.
I know, and didn't even call me up. Murphy had a real good point. How you gonna base your case off of someone and not even question that someone who was there during inside the PD during all the explosions and there with Bass in his final moments because they didn't want my side of the story to conflict with Bison's.
You're not going to prison?
I don't know.
Good shit, Bobby!
Away!
Oh!
Hello?
His
Get
legs!
you out of here, man.
Don't shoot me.
Okay?
Payback's a bitch.
I will.
Yo, Ramee's fucked, bro. He has to stay in the courtroom or go get sent up to prison.
Yeah. Should just go to prison. Carmine won't be up there. Anyone else we gotta get? Bobby?
Bobby hopped in the blue Mercedes.
Is he still in the courtroom? We'll talk to him.
Oh, Ramee? I think so.
Yeah,
I think well, because if he goes, he gets a hut.
She's over there. Get her. Ow! Don't get me.
If he goes with you guys, he gets a hut, so he probably got capped.
Oh, sorry, Ursula.
Okay.
What the fuck? Oh no, I just tripped. I'm being assaulted. I just tripped. What happened?
You're not being assaulted.
I'm being assaulted. I'm being
You're not
assaulted.
being assaulted.
I'm being
I don't know
assaulted.
what she is.
Yeah, I was assaulted.
I swear I saw you punch her.
No, I didn't. I was just running. Someone else did.
Oh, what are we? Ollie, you son of a bitch.
Get fucked!
I'm going for
Hey!
I'll do it.
That sounds like an escalation to me.
Where's Ramee in prison?
He's talking in the back. I don't think you can go back to the.
Whatever you say, Jerry.
Okay. This guy just made her a bitch.
You're right. I would like to have a jury selection for this bail hearing, but oh wait, never mind.
Huh?
Oh no, nothing,
Your
guys.
best one, man.
Nothing.
That wasn't your best.
No, oh, it
So
landed.
we
landed
sitting tight
between
waiting on
Cal and
Ramee?
I.
Is that what
Don't
we're
worry.
doing?
That's right.
Say again.
Are we sitting tight waiting on Ramee? Is that what's happening?
Ramee
Yes.
has to, the judge has said Ramee cannot leave the courthouse
Holy
until he
shit.
either comes up with a ruling or Ramee has to go into a hold while he waits.
This is great. This is great. Hey, I'm sorry for all that out there. You know, it is what it is, though. You know, that's just life. You know what I mean?
Is Tessa drunk or
Right.
something?
Not everyone can be a good daughter.
What is wrong with you?
You know.
Do you have a soul?
Oh my
Do you have
god!
a soul?
Oh
Do
my
both of you
god!
have a soul?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Actually,
We're not doing this again. Go back in the courtroom.
Shut
Go in the
up!
courtroom.
This
Go in the
poop
courtroom.
coming
I don't
Are
want
you
to
guys
everybody screaming
serious
at one
right
time
now?
again.
This
Please go in
fucking
the
clown
courtroom.
fiesta somewhere else.
You guys
Hey,
mind clearing the
everybody.
hallway?
Are you all
gotta make clear.
like
Yes, sir.
the
Everybody
cry,
go
but
back
none of
in.
you were
Alright,
there when he
everybody back
needed you
inside.
most?
Everybody back
I
in.
was there.
I understand, Mr. K.
my
I
God.
understand.
Oh my god! Are you guys
Everybody.
serious right now? Oh my
Since
god!
we're given
Yeah,
anything
Ramee,
funny
we
to
are
do.
serious, damn it.
Shut up, Carter, bitch.
God damn it.
Oh, it's crazy again.
Shit.
Hey, people get shot every day, but you
It's not
be
my
alright.
fault Tessa's a dog shit daughter. It's not my fault.
Yeah, says the dog shit lover who couldn't defuse the bomb. Am I right?
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, says the
Bundy,
dog
that's
shit
it.
fucking diffuser Bison who didn't tell us there was a few seconds left.
Excuse me, sir.
Not until we were up there, and then it's too late till any of us can leave.
Hey, I didn't say shit, Kay. What's your deal, huh?
I'm just saying, man. I'm not taking the blame.
Can you not do that anymore?
What am I supposed to do? A
Oh
bomb
my
blowing up in
God.
3
Oh
seconds.
my
Oh yeah,
God.
let me
Everybody
fucking.
can get it.
I'm talking about
Oh, you can get it caught if you want.
No, it's fucking guy keeps pushing me.
Shut up, Mr. Patone.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Who the fuck is talking?
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Yeah, go have Bass eat you out. Oh wait.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, you guys don't
yeah,
remember?
the
You guys
sex
don't remember the?
tape. Yeah.
Let's get that up on the
Some
projector.
dumb shit like that.
Let's get that up on the
Everyone
projector.
Thinks you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, we should put that on the
Really?
fucking
Let me,
projector.
let me dig up this old video.
I bet you get a job. Everything with that? Or
You know,
no?
I'm gonna go and get my phone and I'm gonna tweet out the video.
Okay, have fun with that.
You put it up on the projector up there.
Yeah, anyone got access?
I remember that shit.
Anyone got
Right
access?
now?
Bison, you got access?
Wait, I thought it was.
You a police officer or what's going on? Oh, we're just. Oh,
free?
okay, my bad.
I think I still have it in my documents. Oh no, they delete. No, here we go.
Who's me surprised?
Like you didn't suck dick to get your diploma? Let's drag that. I don't get it, Paris. We need to find them. And
Me
end them.
surprised? Who's me surprised?
Let's see what she looks like. I'm guessing red hair or blue hair. Ah! I just saw her picture again. You know what?
Oh. I don't slut shame people who do good work here worth 2 cents.
What is she talking about?
No, the only reason why you consented me to a GSR
I'm posting her picture.
you said was involved in the shooting.
Oh, I recognize that video.
Please searched you.
Oh my God! Did you guys see that shit on Twitter?
Didn't you have
What
something
the hell?
illegal on you? Oh wait, hang on.
Oh wait, fuck! I gotta go to my phone. Hold on.
Shut up.
Oh my
No one saw
God!
it.
It's crazy.
I mean, it wasn't
We can
me.
talk about it. We can talk about it. We can have like a hearing on that. I'm
That's
about
exactly
it.
what we're
There
gonna have
was,
a hearing
and
on.
it was actually.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. I'm all for it. I'm about it.
And then conveniently, Lily Pond, the one who gave the order, wasn't available to come and talk about it. Yet she was primary 3 seconds later in the chase, ramming and pitting at 150 miles an hour.
Hey, listen.
Classic.
The
Classic.
judge is on third and one saying everyone needs to pipe down. They can't talk over there.
That's a classic.
Classic, guys.
Mr. K pooped his pants. Come on, Bones. I just said pipe down.
I did actually.
What the fuck is that?
I didn't doubt the truth of it. I just.
Oh, what is that video? Oh, that's just time reducer, you know. And Bass, you know.
Oh my God.
Maybe we should start looking into time. I mean, care to explain your relationship with Bass? And... Did it go sour at some point? You seem very upset about it.
It's a fake video.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Interesting.
Weird that you have the link to it. Isn't that crazy that you have? What do you have?
Oh,
the
I mean, it
bookmarks?
was
Fucking
publicly on
weird
Twitter
fuck.
all over the place a couple months ago.
What? Millions of years ago.
I mean, if you look
By
at
the
it, it actually has a
Chancellor,
lot of
actually.
views.
Was it the Chancellor?
Has a lot of views, yeah.
It has no views.
It's got a lot.
Shut
Got
up,
3,600 views.
Bison. Like,
time
I'm
had a
sorry.
head shave.
Are
I
you part of the
forgot
change?
that.
So I'm one of
I'm just
3,900
here.
people that saw it, so. Yeah.
Fuck you. It's a fabricated tweet. I don't even look like that.
You
look
did
like you
actually.
should be
You were
shaved,
bald
dumbass.
and you had the poop on your face.
Just
still.
because it's bald
And
doesn't
you
mean
have
it's
the eye
me.
patch, yeah.
You could put some paint on someone's face and they look like me
Sure.
too.
Listen, it's okay.
So,
you were caught.
I
It's fine
mean-
time.
You're so weird. You would.
Was
you
it
would
a
have
good
that shit
time?
saved, you fucking gross ass bitch.
Yeah, okay,
Absolutely.
cool.
Assault.
Anyways,
You're
new
so
commissioner eating you out too?
You're disgusting.
Is the new commissioner bending you over? Is that what's
He's
going
not
on?
bending you over, that's for damn sure.
Oh, so he is bending you over. Okay,
Oh
cool.
my God.
Cool.
Really?
She just confirmed it.
Wow. All right. Well, I guess that's one
Seriously?
way to get promotions. Trooper.
Yeah, definitely.
Wonder how she got trooper because the skill ain't there.
Really? Really?
God.
What's getting hot in here, guys?
Actually?
Me? No.
Not you.
Oh.
Hey, I think you
Him?
cracked the code how she got promoted, bro.
Nothing ever about me. What do you
I
mean?
think you cracked the code how she got promoted.
Yeah, I can't remember her time getting any big arrests or anything.
I'm getting mad?
Any big cases she solved, anything. I
Oh,
don't
who's
nothing.
mad?
She's killing K's bit now.
Hoes mad. Hoes mad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Good shit, Bison. That's my fucking boy.
That's not weird.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
We gotta go. That's fine.
We gotta go.
So what's going on, Ramee?
This kid can't leave.
Bro, I can't leave.
Why don't you just get sent to jail?
Why would I get put on hold?
They might not even have it today.
Exactly. He said no. They told me to sit here tightly, and he'll let me know. He'll let us know.
Oh, was that dude that went up there bullshitting?
Yeah.
Oh.
Going.
Oh, Miss Sanders.
Okay.
You've been standing here the whole time?
Because of it.
I think so, yeah.
Miss Sanders, what the hell? Why are you suing me?
Yeah.
I'm
sorry, Mr. K. I can't discuss anything about any current lawsuits. Thank you so much. I'll have to speak with your counsel.
Something I wanted to give you, but fine. I don't know.
I'm very sorry. I can't discuss any ongoing litigation.
I'm just
you have to
saying.
go
I
through your
mean,
counsel.
like,
There's an easier way, Ramos.
whatever. It's trying to be thoughtful, but
My intention is to be professional. So.
We don't care.
Hey, Ramee.
What's up, dude?
Love to stick around, but I got a Valorant game I gotta go to real quick. So good luck.
Oh, you got to train?
Yeah, you gotta go. The arcade's open too, so if you want to, if you need any
Garcia's
coins, let me
waiting
know.
for me.
Okay, cool.
Garcia, he's car.
Okay.
Shut up, Arya. Talking too much. Anyways, Pablo, how you been?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
What about you, Ramos?
Oh, Ramee, are you my legal counsel for the Samantha Sanders case?
Yeah,
I need you to communicate with Miss Sanders for me. Tell her I would like to settle.
Where's she?
Behind the pillar in the back left.
Can't leave. I'm gonna get spam teased and cuffed up.
No, she's
I'm gonna blow up my submarine if I do that.
She's over here.
Oh, over here. Oh, sure. Hey. Spectre to you. Sounds good.
He's on legal business.
This is illegal. It's a legal conversation.
So, Raymond, how many pancakes have you flipped today?
None.
Yeah, Ray.
How many burgers did you make today, Raymond?
Yeah, how many pizza doughs have you needed?
I hope you get the death penalty. I'm going to bed.
Relax.
Yo,
Simmer
dude,
down,
that's
simmer down.
crazy.
Relax.
That
Relax,
is wild,
Lehman.
Raymond. All over fucking pizza jokes?
How
Come
many
on, man.
refills did you give today?
You know what? I'll say it. I'll say it. Carmela and Carmine are a better couple. I'll say it.
Excuse me?
Shut up. Does Maldini say my pleasure like Chick-fil-A?
No, we say get your food and get the fuck out of here, huh? Chick-fil-A don't say my pleasure anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. The one near me, they never say it anymore. Kind of.
I've been to Chick-fil-A like 3 times and I don't think they've ever said that to me.
They've
so.
never said that shit to me. You guys,
They say my pleasure over here.
Tim Hortons.
Play the slop though. God damn.
Timmy's is all they got, man. Don't do that to them.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and I mean, we have a Chick-fil-A. They just
discount
opened up in
Dunkin'
Canada, bro.
Donuts.
They just opened up in Canada like 3
You
years
got
ago. They come
fucking, what's that dog shit? Hold on, let me think. Hold on. You got that dog shit.
We had Carl Jr.'s. They took that away
No,
too,
you got
man.
that other dog shit.
Arby's?
Tim
Arby's?
Hortons. You got that Tim Hortons garbage.
Yeah, shut the fuck.
Yeah, there's a court case that involves.
I need to send this. Mateo literally said Tim Hortons 3 fucking times. He said it 3 times, Kate. He said it 3 times.
Tim Hortons, and
You
he's like,
wanna have this-
oh, yeah, you guys have, fuck. Give me a minute, guys.
Okay.
I had some Canadian snacks.
Yo,
They're
what
pretty
do
good,
you need
pretty
me to
good.
do
I fuck
again?
with Tim Hortons. I fuck with Tim Hortons.
Yo, what do you need me to do again? For Sanders?
Oh, I want to settle.
What
We're
you
gonna
call
settle.
Smarties?
She's
You call
so.
them like rockets or
Okay,
some shit. Some stupid shit.
Wait, what? What is it?
You know, Smarties?
Oh, I love Smarties. Wait, Smarties or M&M? Which one?
No.
Which one do you prefer?
See, you're,
Wait,
see, that's
Smarties
not what
and
our
M&Ms
Smarties
are
are.
two completely
That's-
different things.
This
Yeah.
is the shit I'm talking about. We're talking about your rockets or some shit.
Representative here, you can be in the
Those are Smarties for us. Not fucking.
Okay, so I want to touch on a little bit about decorum and general professionalism for attorneys. If someone's being represented, it is bad faith to talk to them directly without talking to their attorney.
Of
So I
course.
was trying
He
to
knows what I'm
respect Mr. K and his time.
Of
and
course,
his
of
rights.
course.
Yes,
we know
Mr.
that, we know
Spector
that.
here is one of my legal counsel.
How about this? How about us 3, Murphy? We go to Vulture Law Culture after this, and we talk numbers settlement.
Send me your best offer.
You know, what kind of dog did you have?
Shut up. Respectfully, Mr. K, you are alleged to be the one to shoot her.
Well, to be honest,
Well, I
Sanders,
just want to say
different
this.
breeds cost different money.
That's fair.
I do have
she was an Australian Shepherd.
you know, I'm connected with some
Pretty
people
cheap, huh?
around the city.
You know,
and,
she was 200 and something K. 250.
yeah, I have a brand new pup that was just born. That I could, you know, acquire for you. I know the channels to do so.
So many people have not eaten it, man.
Part of the settlement
Question
package,
is,
yeah.
have you ever tried? I would be amicable to that settlement plus the compensation on top of that for the
Of
time
course.
and loss of my family
Of
members,
course,
so.
of course.
Oh, so you're not send me your best offer if the dog has a leash and I'm able to walk around with her and you know a little bit of cash on top of that, then I'm more than happy to settle.
Sure thing.
If you
I'll
look, if you
get
look on the
the
dog,
Yeah, go ahead.
If you look on the docket, I already made sure that the judges were aware that there was a settlement negotiation happening. So there's not any active. There's an active litigation, but it's basically paused. So.
Yeah, sure thing. Let me. We'll get something together for you, and we'll present it to you either later today or tomorrow, something along those lines. Once Ramee's cleared up with this matter.
Yeah. No, this is very much like the priority. So.
Miguel still here?
No.
Excuse me. No,
I
he went to bed.
Let's go back.
Just go back.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Just a brief address to the court. I've started to take a look over the evidence and with regards to consideration. I want to do this case the proper justice that it deserves, no pun intended. I'm gonna go ahead and suspend this matter at this time. And we will reconvene at a later time for a verdict reading and sentencing if applicable. I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss everybody here at this time. Mr. Almirian is to be released from his bail conditions at this time as he made it to court. That was the condition that was stipulated. I have no concerns that he won't make it back for a verdict and sentencing. I'm going to go ahead and place this into a continuance. I'll be reaching out via the docket to work to schedule when the verdict and sentence are to be read. What's the decision regarding Mr. Al-Rahman?
That's part of the deliberations, Councilor Colfaxi. Okay. You can go at this time, but we'll make a determination with regards to the bail violation. Obviously, I haven't even had a moment to review the report that was put together. I just know what was briefly told to me in the court.
Yeah, so they're gonna
So just to confirm, Miguel is released from bail conditions.
I think you're good.
Or
so no. Watch.
Yeah, I'll handle that.
Ramee is still under bail conditions at this time.
Not well. There's the question over the violation, right? So once I make a determination on that, we'll determine whether he gets the money he put forward back or not, as well as the other conditions outlined on the docket.
Yeah, I think you're good to go.
So am I going to be in custody, or am I going to be free to go?
Is there? Are you aiming for tomorrow at evening or the day after?
I food. I need food. I'm about to die.
It'll be quick.
Wipe
I'm going to be honest. I don't know about tomorrow. I understand, Director. I believe you may have a day of things you have planned tomorrow. That's my understanding.
Yes, I'm planning on learning some things.
Yeah, I understand. I'll put a notice on the docket. I'll make sure that all relevant parties are available for this. It's not going to be tomorrow. Like I say, I've got a couple of multiple-hour interviews to sit and listen to, 49 articles of evidence to go through, and testimonies from 9 individuals. So it's going to take me a little bit of time.
Oh, a lot of garbage.
Are you the judge presiding over tomorrow's case over capped?
No.
It's Grayson.
Am I free to go, or am I going to be under custody still?
You are free to go at this time, Mr. Al-Rahman.
Right.
Any future misdemeanors or felonies he can may convict.
I guess bail conditions.
Violations, or?
Yeah.
Again, I'll be answering the question with regards to the bail violation as
Hell
we
yeah.
deliberate. I would not say that he remains under conditions at this time, given that he has again also fulfilled the requirement of making it to his court case.
Yeah, exactly.
He has seen it through to the end, and I expect that you'll be here when the verdict is read.
Of course. Be here tomorrow. First person in the courtroom.
Well, it won't be tomorrow. Like I said, Ramee, it'll be maybe a day or two.
Oh, it might not be tomorrow? Oh, okay.
Pitcher's name is Cap Terranova in game.
Okay. All right.
All right. This matter is placed into continuance for now. What? You're all
good.
Go enjoy some fresh air, Ramee.
I noted on their profile, and I.
Bro, Brian is so dumb, isn't he?
Should be aware that.
This guy said something about white
Load up the
pee.
meth run, boys. Come on.
I'm trying to white pee tomorrow, boys.
All right, guys. Let's celebrate.
I punched that EMS.
Wait, what happened?
She
I
left.
wasn't here. I wasn't here for it.
He beat the case, Bobby.
Yeah, they're just gonna tell us the answer later in the week.
Wait, he beat the case?
Oh, okay.
They've been dragging this for so long. Yummy.
Thanks for the rose.
Oh wait, my fucking car is here. I'll just drop it off at the cubby. I'll see you there.
Nice, huh?
Bobby!
Smoking on that bass pack, ayy. Smoking on that bass pack. Smoking on that bass pack, ayy. Smoking on that bass pack. Smoking on that bass pack, ayy. Smoking on that bass pack. Smoking on that bass pack, ayy. Smoking on that bass pack, ayy. Smoking on that bass pack. What? Smoking on that bass pack. What? Smoking
bro, I
on
forgot.
that bass pack. Smoking on that big ass motherfucker. Bad. Smoking on that big ass motherfucker.